Mwandwe ar groesiad ag I gefn y rwyd gan Adam Rosgro. Robert a camgymeriad gan y golwr a mae'n hawdd I ffwmp a Mwandwe. Pen a dyna'r triffwynt. Woods ymlaen at Crowell, cyfle I Crowell, post yn pella. Phillips gath y peniad, Jack Clay, y cyffyrddiad ola. Pram da, croeso ato ni, mae yna rybydd melyn yn wyntoedd cryf di bod mewn grym yn y gogledd. Falle bod angen rybydd o ran y gêm yma heno. Bai Colwyn yn cwrdd â Caernarfon. Dyw I ddim i'r gwan galon. Y Cofis yn cael dechrau gwych cyn Baglin ddiweddar a'r Bai wedi setlo'n syth ar ôl dychwelyd I uwch gyngred Cymru JD. Pram da I chi croeso ato ni. Owain Tudur-Jones yn cadw cwmni ni fan hyn. Hyfryd cael bod yma pram Owain. Y ddau wedi bod yn neud yn wych hyd yn hyn, ar wahanol lefelau yn y tymor, ond y ddau di Baglin ddiweddar hefyd. Ble mae hynny'n gadael ni felly?
Da ni'n gadael ni mewn sefyllfa lle gobeithio fyna gêm dda ar y ffordd. Y ddau yn gobeithio ymatab ar ôl baglu chydig bach, ond mae rhaid chdi ddisgwyl bob clwb yn y gyngred. Ti o'n mynd I lithro bob un o hyn, a wedyn yr ymatab sy'n mynd I wneud y gwahaniaeth o lle da chi'n gorffen ar ddiwedd y tymor, ac yn amlwg Caernarfon ar hyn o bryd yn disgwyl gorffen yn uchel, bwysig iddyn nhw ymatab heddiw.
Mae yna faglu go iawn. Caernarfon yn colli y dair I ddim yn ebyn y Met, o ddim di ennill gêm cyn hynny. Fa'n yn sioc oedd hynny?
Sioc mawr, ond ti'n gwybod, y gwir ydi, Caernarfon, yndi maen nhw'n gobeithio brwydro teg at y brig, ond dyn nhw ddim yn mynd I fod yn dîm sy'n ennill bob gêm. Ti o'n mynd I golli gema, ond weithiau yr ymatab sydd yn bwysig, ac bosib iawn, dechrau dair tymor, bod nhw wedi mynd I fewn i'r gêm, chydig bach yn orhyderus, a weithiau ti jyst yn cael yr slap bach na I ddeud, oi, da chi'n cweit mor dda hynna, mae rhaid chi fod ar eich gorau drwy'r amser, felly eto, yr ymatab fydd yn bwysig iddyn nhw heddiw.
Arnwyddion mawr fan hyn, mae'r glawd I cyrraedd. Reit wrth i'r gêm bron ddechrau. Dyma sy'n ei digwydd yng ngweddill I geme'r penwythnos ni'n dechrau neithiwr pen y bont oedd y rediad rhyfeddol o fuddugoliaethau. Roedd hynny I ben yn Llansawel, oedd angen y pwynt na ar Lansawel hefyd. Llanelli adfywiad nhw ar ben ar ôl colli yng Ngheiccona o 2-0. Angen y fuddugoliaeth na ar Geicona hefyd. Met Caerdydd ar ôl ennill yn ebyn Caernarfon. Ail fuddugoliaeth y tymor nawr, yn ebyn y Bala sy'n cael problemau o flaen gol. A dyw'r Seintiau ddim yn cael problemau o flaen gol. Oedd y Bari wedi bod yn y wych cyn honna, ond yn colli o beder I ddim. Mae Seintiau mynd yn dda ar y brig. Yng nghanol hynny gyd hefyd, oedd canlyniad Pwlffordd yn ennill o 2 gol un yn ebyn Flint. Rediad Owain o ran Pwlffordd wedi bod y rediad gweitha ers degawd yn wedi colli 5 yn olynol. Bydden nhw'n teimlo'n hapusach heno ar ôl ennill?
Bydden nhw'n teimlo'n dipyn bach hapusach o safbwynt y sefyllfa ar hyn o bryd, ond heb os, mae dal mor siomedig. Maen nhw I weld yn cael tymor da a wedyn tymor gwael. Dyn nhw'n methu adeiladu fel sy'n nhw'n licio, felly bydden nhw'n gobeithio dros wythnosau nesaf jyst dringo'n ar y deg fyny'r tabl na.
Diddorol clywed y cadeirydd yn galw am fuddsoddiad ddoe hefyd. Gan I drafod hynny yn hwyrach, mae'n siŵr yn ystod y gêm yma, o ran y gêm yma. Dewch ni glywed gan y rheolwyr. Chi ddim eisiau mewn I dadl show me your medals gyda Mike Wilde gyda llaw. Seren fel chwaraewr, mae fe nawr yn disgleirio fel rheolwr gyda Bai Colwyn. Nick Parry sydd wedi bod yn holi.
By the end of this afternoon, we'll be halfway through phase 1. How do you assess the season so far for Colwyn Bay?
Well, first and foremost, it's gone quick. It really has. We're learning each week as a group of players, as management staff. Very enjoyable, but again, assessment-wise, performances have been really high. I think we wish that we had a few more points, like a few other teams would have done as well. But we cannot fault the effort from the lads. It's been absolutely superb. Probably just would like a couple more points.
You've been competitive in most games. What improvements are you looking for with your team selection today?
Consistency. I think that's the only thing we can ask for, because the work rate, the effort, the way we've got lads playing, the structure that we've got, all's ticking boxes. But now what we've got to do is put performances after performances and be relentless in them performances, and hopefully the results will follow, which haven't previous couple of weeks.
It's been a good start for Caernarfon. They've bought well. They've had a defeat, unexpected. Good time to play them?
I think everybody will see, no matter who you're playing at the moment, teams are taking points off each other. I don't still think it's settled down properly, the league. I know we've just said we're halfway through that first phase, coming up to it. They're going to be tough. Every game's tough. We played Llanelli down South Wales a couple of weeks ago. People probably look towards us collecting 3 points there. That wasn't the case. Again, today it's going to be more difficult. They're a very good outfit that find themselves in Europe on a regular occasions now. So, therefore, we're going to have to be on our mettle.
Thanks for your time. All the best.
No problem.
Michael Wilde gyda Nick Parry. O'n i'n gwylio nhw'n penwthnos diwetha, yn Pen y Bont colli y gol I ddim, ond maen nhw'n brwydro yn bopeth, yn gryf, yn gystadleuol, anodd I chwarae yn erbyn. Maen nhw'n swnio fel bod fi disgrifio Mike Wilde fyna.
Union fel Mike Wilde y chwaraewr ynde, a sa ti'n disgwyl dim llai, dydy tîm Mike Wilde, bob parch, beth yn mynd I chwarae pêl-droed deniadol a cael 50 pas cyn sgorio. A mae hynna'n oce. Maen nhw'n mynd I chwarae mewn ffordd corfforol, robust, maen nhw'n mynd I fod mor weithgar, bob un wythnos. Fyddi di'n gwybod ar ôl gêm yn erbyn y tîm yma, fyddi di llawn cleisia a fyddi di'n deffro bore fori yn stiff. Disgwyl hynna hen yma wrth gwrs, a fydd o jyst yn gobeithio bod o'n troi, bod nhw'n gallu rhyw sgorio chydig bach mwy o goliau, dyna'r oll.
Ie, a mae hwnna'n broblem yn ddiweddar. Felly, ddim di ennill mewn tair, colli'r ddwy ola, heb sgorio mewn tair. Felly, mae mynd i'n dwt o Jordan Davies sydd yn ôl yn y gyngrair, amlwg yn bwysig iddyn nhw.
Really pwysig. Dwi'n meddwl bod o'r teip o chwaraewr bron iawn gen ti garanti o 15 gol y tymor. Wan, ydy o'n un sy'n gallu sgorio lot fawr yn fwy na hynna, dwi'n cweit yn siŵr, ond mae o'n lond llaw. A mi oedd o'n lond llaw yn y gyngrair cyn gadael ar gyfer yr Alban, a be bynnag reswm, mae bai Colwyn, mae'n sefyllfa ffodus i'w gael o, oherwydd mae hwn mor weithgar hefyd. Di hwn byth yn stopio, a mi neith o greu, a mi neith o sgorio amrywiaeth o goliau. Mae'n gallu sgorio tapins, mae'n gallu sgorio bellter. Mae'n chwaraewr safonol i'r gyngrair yma, a maen nhw jyst yn gobeithio ella creu chydig bach mwy iddo fo, ac fydd ddim yn hir tan fydd o'n tanio go iawn.
Ie, bydd y gol yn braf i'r bai pnawn ma. Mae wedi bod yn pnawn o ran tîmau cartre yn ennill, ond mae record oddi cartre, y 3 ar y brig, ni'n dal I weid, mae yna 3 ar y brig, Seintiau, Pen y Bont a Caernarfon. Pen y Bont I chwarae eto, nithwr yn eto ddim wedi colli. Be newn ni o hynny? Mae'n gwneud yn dda ddi cartre.
Yndi, da iawn. Ac ti'n disgwyl hynna, y tîm ma sy'n teg at y brig, maen nhw'n tueddu I gael record dda gartre ag oddi cartre, ond dwi'n meddwl I gael hynna, ti angen dangos drwy tymor cyfan, elfen wahanol. Ar y dega, chwarae pêl-droed neis, gret, ond I gael record dda oddi cartra, ti'n gorfod torchi llewis, ti'n gorfod dangos rhywbeth chydig bach o wahanol y cymeriad yna, ac yn amlwg y 3 yn ar hyn o bryd sydd ben a sgwydda yn uwch na neb arall o ddangos y ddwy elfen.
O ran newyddion tîmau pnawn ma, Sean Bradley ar y fainc I Caernarfon, beth am hynny?
Dipyn bach o sioc, dwi'n gwybod o sefyllfa bersonol, os ti'n mynd allan ar fenthyg, a wedyn ti'n mynd chwarae ar y tîm sy'n ar fenthyg, ti'n meddwl, be di'r pwynt ti fi fod yma? Dwi'n meddwl fe Sean yn teimlo hynna, ond mi fydd o'n siomedig, oherwydd heb os un o chwaraewyr gorau y gyngrair, un o chwaraewyr gorau Caernarfon, felly mae yna chydig bach o syndod o beidio weld o'n dechrau unrhyw gêm, oherwydd mae wedi bod yn creu, felly mae'n lond llaw, ond yn amlwg mae Caernarfon yn penderfynu ella bod yna rôl wahanol dod oddi ar y fainc a jyst dangos y ffordd wahanol o ennill gêm heno.
Ie, Aberdaci'n dod mewn, gawn ni fwy newyddion tîmau yn y man, pan ni'n ymuno a'n tîmau sylwebu. Dewch chi glywed gan reolwr Caernarfon nesa. Richard Davies I gyda Nick.
Mae'n siŵr bod I wedi teimlo fel wythnos hir ers y gêm yn erbyn Met. Pa mor anodd mae wedi bod ar ôl y siom a'n isgwyl yna?
Do, dwi'n meddwl dyna di'r gair sy'n ni'n ddisgrifio Nick ydi siom. Da ni wedi bod ffantastig a mae yna'n cod i'r players, ond yn anffodus weithio mae yna gema fo lle allwch chi gael un neu ddau yn peidio gael gêm dda, ond i'r 1 o'r 10 peidio gael gêm dda, mae'n anodd neu rhywbeth o fyna.
Mae yna newidiadau yn y tîm heddiw. Pa welliannau da chi'n disgwyl oherwydd y newidiadau rheini?
Da ni eisiau bod yn gystadleuo I ddechrau fo. Da ni'n gwybod o'n lle anodd I ddod. Mae'r elfennaf o'r gwynt. Mae newid y cae lle. Mae'r cae'n edrych yn ffantastig, chwarae teg i'r groundsman. Ond eto mae gwair o wahanol i'r ddoi. So, ddechrau fo, da ni oedd I gartra, so mae amdan neu siw bod ni'n cystadlu. Ond eto, mae gen i'r record reit da yma, so ni'n gobeithio bod ni'n gallu cael bydd y goeth yma eto.
A mae'n debyg be mae canlyniadau fel wythnos diwetha'n dangos, mae'r cyngor yn gystadleuol iawn. Bydd bai Colwyn yn brawf gwahanol eto?
Bydd, a ti'n newydd dweud yma, mae pawb yn braf gwahanol ac yn un anodd. Ond eto mae rhaid ni edrych yn ôl a beth da ni wedi gwneud y dda hefyd, a rhoi clod am hynny ac mynd yn ôl I wneud y pethau yna lle. Ond ia, da ni edrych ymlaen. Dwi'n siŵr fyna dipyn o dorf yma heddiw lle a fydd yn gêm ystod o fe.
Tywydd gwell na'r disgwyl, posib bod i'n mynd i waethygu. Faint o ddylanwad fydd y tywydd?
Wel ie, dwi'n meddwl, oedden ni'n edrych i fewn am yna gyna, oedden ni'n gweld un gol yn gêm Cardiff Met iddyn nhw lly, so mae'n gallu chwarae elfen mawr yn y gêm. Gobeithio nith i aros o mai wan a nith am cael llawer o ffactor.
Diolch am damser di a pob lwc.
Diolch.
O dyna ni, y rheolwyr yn barod amdani, a'r ddau dîm yn barod amdani hefyd. Yn camu'r cae a'r brynhawn di Sadwrn, digon di bod yn digwydd pnawn yma hefyd gyda llaw. Mae'n gyfnod rhyngwladol ni'n Wembley, nos iau Cymru'n cwrdd y Lloegr, Dylan Lawler, y Cymru ifanc di sgorio i Gaerdydd. 4-2 ar y buddugoliaeth nhw'n erbyn Leighton Orient, Abertawe di colli yn erbyn Caerlir o 2-1 yn Abertawe, ond Jordan James i cael gol i Gaerlir, sy'n credu bod yn gysur i gefnogwyr Abertawe, yn bydd e Casnewydd i colli eto, dylen ni bwysleisio, ond fan hyn i ni nawr. Yw Caernarfon yn gallu taro nôl ar ôl colli yn erbyn Met Caerdydd. Digon yma yn croesawu nhw fel arfer, mae'r gemau ma'n denu'r torfeidd, a ma'n ni'n denu camerau sgorio, hyn bryd i ni ymuno, a'n tîmau sylwebu felly.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Blue Turtle Arena in Colwyn Bay, where the Seagulls entertain Caernarfon Town in the JD Cymru Premier League. The visitors Caernarfon made a fantastic start to their season and raced to the top of the league before 2 defeats in a week halted their dream start. Well, Colwyn Bay have made a decent comeback into the Cymru Premier and currently lie in mid-table after 10 games. Alongside me this evening is a special guest, Welsh international Malcolm Allen, who is a record loan signing from the Welsh-speaking commentary box to the English. Welcome. Welcome, Malcolm.
Always a pleasure, Mark. Commentating and working with yourself. It doesn't feel like commentating. It feels like a fun day out. But I'll tell you one thing. This is a bigger game than you think. You know, today Colwyn Bay have just left the top 6 after this afternoon's results. But for Caernarfon, they need to bounce back, losing 2 out of the last 3.
Almost we'll go, maybe Mal, Arsenal, Liverpool, plus one more. Are you talking about clinging on to that top 3?
No question. I said before the Bridgend game, a few weeks back, before they lost their first game of the season, after their nearly perfect start, 7 games without losing, out of the first 10. So you think to yourself, OK, Bridgend at home. It's between them 2 for that second place. But if TNS win the Cup, 3rd place then, 4 places in Europe next season, Caernarfon have got to be there with the money they've spent.
Absolutely. There's the Colwyn Bay team in front of us. It looks like they'll set up with a 4-3-3 Mally.
I think so. Jordan Davies, such an important player for him, really on song at the moment, at another level if he gets this partnership going with Robles.
And Brown, the youngster in goals, there's a big difference between the 2 goalkeepers today. Connor Robertson goes for Caernarfon, Alex Brown in goals for Colwyn Bay. There is the same, I don't think it'll be the same shape. It looks like it'll be a diamond with Abadaki and Davis up top, and Davis on fire so far this season.
Yeah, 8 goals, can't complain with him. You don't see him a lot. You know, he's one of them Erling Haaland of Welsh football, if you like. You don't get involved.
I think he'll take that, by the way.
I know he will. He's just not blonde, that's all. But what I'm saying, he doesn't use himself in the link-up play that much. He doesn't hold the ball up that much. But he knows where the goal is, and he can sniff, you know, a chance in that 6-yard box for fun.
And that could be the man who was looking after him. There is a man who will be looking after the game. Aaron Wynne-Jones. It's, shall we say, I think, Mally, so far, we've got away with what we thought was a horrific weather forecast as Ryan Sears.
Yeah, he's a big, strong lad. He's done very well for Caernarfon for the last 15 months or so now. And, you know, he's the one that tries to organise everything, but they have conceded a lot of goals, and he'll be really aware of that as well. We saw Nathan Peats very quickly. That's why Colwyn Bay, he's brought him in, Michael Wilde, for one thing, so he attacks that ball, and that's what he's done.
Yeah, Ryan, to a lot of people, including myself, but still surprised he's still, you know, mid-20s, 25, 26, so he has still a lot to offer to the game.
I think he has, but, you know, he still gets into... I know he's played in the youth for the Welsh teams. This is Michael Wilde, of course. A good start, I think. You've said it at the beginning. Much better start than they had first time round in the top flight.
It's a bright start. Josh Locke could be key to this game, playing in that 10 role, and he'll get the first set play of the game as he whips it in. It comes off George Hughes and goes behind for the first corner. Mally, windy conditions, we're saying, talking maybe not 40s or 50s so far. How important are the keepers in dealing with these corners?
it's going to be a little bit slippery, yeah, and every centre forward will, relish chasing everything in, and you've got to do that on a pitch like this anyway. But it looks good. It looks $1 million out there. I'd love to be playing.
Gossett to take the first set play of the afternoon. Under strength, really. Edge of the box it goes. Locke just gets there before Ford. Morgan Owen stands it up to the back stick. It's a great ball in. Gossett knocks it back in, maybe another corner.
Yeah,
so the early pressure is from the away team.
Honestly, they've really started on the front foot. They've got to react to the defensive errors last week. Cardiff Met's actually beaten 3-0 away from home. So you think to yourself, they've got to start well, and they are.
Gossett goes to the back post this time. It's a great punch away from the young goalkeeper. Well, we talked about it at the start and said how important that sort of effort is from the goalkeeper. For the 19-year-old to punch it away as far as that. Bright start, Mal.
But why do you think Caernarfon have actually tried to curl one in? Right on his head there, just to see if he's brave enough to come out and deal with it, and he did.
Matty Jones. Caernarfon's record against Colwyn Bay in the last couple of years since they've come back into the Welsh system is excellent. It's 3 wins, 3 good wins.
Yeah, I think they hadn't played each other since the Northern Premier League 30 years ago before 2023. But what I will say, I don't think Colwyn Bay has been in Caernarfon's half yet. So it's all Caernarfon. Just seeing Gossett there, just sliding in, just making sure that he wins his own personal battle. And I think it's important today that 9 or 10 of the Caernarfon boys win their battles. So Colwyn Bay will be shocked with this start from them.
Ryan Sears sending in the fashionable long throw, which is back. Mally, you played 15 years as a professional. Who was your long throw expert who you've played with over the years? As we'll go back to that, Adam Davis. Davis gets a chance to get the shot off. It's a great block. Still pressure. Abadaki will go to the line, pulls it back in. Chance hooked over the top. Downey hooks it over the top, but it definitely is. We'll go back to the long throw expert in a minute, Mal, but the start is a great start.
Do you know what? Adam Davis does really well to start with when he tries a shot. He ricochets, comes back out here. Now the cross comes in. Does he need to take 2? Can he just swivel his body and take that on the first time so he can keep the ball down? I know you have to, your feet's got to be high up in the air. I think he can volley that.
Malcolm, from my point of view, we all never played centre forward for Wales, so I'm sticking up for the midfielder.
Oh, no, come on. Jonah, that's a goal. First time it's a goal. 2 touches he misses.
OK, Mal, I think I'd have taken 3.
What? Oh, OK, if you're saying you weren't capable,
yes, yes.
I'd have definitely gone for the 1 then and scored.
Brown.
But it's just the thinking that goes behind it. When that cross comes in, can I take it on the first time? Can I?
Is that born into goal scorers, or Mal?
It is, but you can overlearn, overteach.
Yeah. Sears.
Train and train.
Out to Morgan Owen. Owen fires it long. Little bit of a late challenge. Referee says play on. Ewan Lewis whips it across the front. It's a second chance again. Colwyn Bay under pressure and playing very deep, Malcolm. Edge of the 6-yard box stuff. And they're still in there now. It's put away from the goalkeeper. It's a big chance for Gossett. Great save. And he's been the busiest man on the pitch so far, Alex Brown. Gossett. Again. Davis takes a touch in the box. Free kick given, and I don't think they'll be in a rush to take this free kick, by the way.
They won't. They're going to take a breath, and they're going to get themselves together a little bit, the Colwyn Bay boys. The keeper's... Is he convincing me? No, but I'll take in those bodies around him, but he does well on the second one. Does Gossett take too long so the goalkeeper has enough time to go and block? Yes, he does. He's got to be done quicker. The only thing that's missing for Caernarfon at the moment is the goal. You've got to make clinical decisions in that split second. Split second, you've got to make them more clinical than what they're doing.
So your 5 minutes, Mal. We are Colwyn Bay are right under the cosh. Your footballing point of view, Are you looking for your defenders to hit a few 90-yarders down just to give you a bit of breathing space, or are you going to try and pass your way out? I know there's two different sides to football now.
No, but I would go, as a manager, I'd have a breather. I'd be saying to my goalkeeper, just get it long. Let's get organised here. Let's get in our shape a little bit better.
Totally
further
agree.
up the pitch.
Lewis does well to keep that in play, does very well, in fact. Abadaki up against Aaron Edwards. Edwards uses all his experience to get the free kick. Clever play from Aaron Edwards. He makes the tackle, stands his ground, and the slightest touch makes him go over. That's experience.
It is, but I think he's caught him. Abadaki here. Look, Aaron's done well to stay on his feet. It's just that's where he's just caught him on his ankle when he's actually falling. He's back on his feet. He's all right, Aaron, but when you get older, things hurt a lot more.
Thanks for telling me, Mal.
No, I meant for Aaron, of course.
What a player.
But,
what a player. The most decorated player, I think, in the Cymru Premier history.
Not far off. Not far off. And definitely in the top two, maybe. Don't ask me who the one was.
Chris Marriott's not far away either.
No, of course he's still down.
We'll get that for the second half, by the way. We will
Venables,
Statman, yeah, Chris Venables. TNS players most probably, though.
Yeah, do you know what?
Robles.
This is on purpose. This is on purpose. Just to slow the momentum the Caernarfon have got at the moment. Just go down, get injured. Let's slow this down and get back into the game. And I'm sure that's come from the sidelines. Michael Wilde looking up at me then and just winking.
It's great ball in from Jamie Cummins. It's a good header away by Downey.
You've been involved in many games, John, all right? Where you've been a manager.
He's one-on-one. Sorry, Mal, just cut in there. Abadaki goes to the line, tries to get it. It's a brilliant, fantastic defending. You take your hat off straight away to young Ethan Roberts. He's been at Tranmere Rovers as a kid where Michael Wilde has worked. But that's tremendous comeback. Abadaki, one of the quickest strikers in this league, so that was very important.
But just stayed his feet. He didn't dive in, and he was in the box. He could have easily done that and conceded a penalty.
Josh Locke.
The first 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so, Caernarfon, it's only now that Colwyn Bay, through some fouls, that took the sting out of the momentum Caernarfon created. But how many times have you been in charge of teams? And I've played in games where we've been in charge, but we haven't scored. But that's when you get a share of the game, you've got to score, especially away from home.
Yeah, especially after maybe 2 defeats in a row. For confidence. First free kick given for Colwyn Bay. Matty Jones takes down Solomon Ford.
Yeah, you know what's wrong with that one? Matty receives the ball with his head down, so he doesn't have a clue who's around him. You've got to have the pass is always going to arrive to you. You've got to be aware of what's the next step. Where's the picture? You've got to take a picture before you receive that ball. You know where the ball's going. There's no point asking for it otherwise.
Roberts puts it into a decent area. It's flicked on.
Offside.
Offside flag goes up. 9 minutes. Absolutely flown by. There's the Caernarfon or Colwyn Bay supporters. Fantastic turnout again today. And the Caernarfon, two of the very best supported teams in this league.
No question.
Brilliant sets of fans, the two of them.
No question. And I've said 10 games ago when we were here for the first game of the season that both these two of these teams will end up in the top 6 come the split in the league.
We'll keep that on record, Mally. I'll write that in my black book and I will be giving you a...
Well, I know you'll be ringing me if they don't.
As I was trying to say earlier on, I think we may just have got away with the real poor weather, which is a good thing. And I think that...
No question.
Yeah, and for these fans to turn out in numbers like this today, let's don't forget. We are live on channels. Chelsea and Liverpool are on, right? Which a lot of the people in this area are Liverpool fans. So it shows these are real fans here.
They're loyal. They're loyal. And the both sets of fans, I've got to say that. You know, you've got to bring Caernarfon into the equation as well, because for sure their fans will never stop to follow their team.
Josh Locke misplaces his pass, just knocked wide. Louis Robles will get a chance to run at Sam Downey.
Yeah, this is a proper football ground.
It's whipped in nice and early.
No.
Connor Roberts collects. The flag will go up for offside. I should imagine.
Jordan Davis. To get Colwyn Bay, he's so important to get your best player in the game. And he hasn't touched the ball yet. Jordan Davis.
Danny Gossett started the game really well. Gossett is most probably, apart from the Colwyn Bay goalkeeper Brown, Gossett's been the key player so far. And Gossett can stamp his ability and his know-how of this league on this game.
Well, come on. Ewan Lewis, Gossett in the middle of the field there.
With Locke in front, most probably gives Locke a free roll.
Absolutely.
Edge of the box, Gossett stands it up to the back post. Goes out for a goal kick. I think it was Downey had made that run again. Might be disappointed that he hasn't headed this on target, you know. It was a great cross.
You know why? Have a look at the angle that he's running in at. He's standing there. He's got to be running in onto that, and then he's jumping. His momentum will take him higher than the defender. You can actually use the defender here as a little bit of a ladder without fouling him, just to stop him jumping, and you head it in. It's all to do with jumping early when the ball's 3 or 4 yards away. You're coming from the right angle, and you're up there. You're hovering. Les Ferdinand.
Les Ferdinand, tremendous centre forward. The memories roll back, Mal, from a glittering career. There's somebody starting out a new career. He's done brilliantly in his first couple of years at Caernarfon.
No question.
Richard Davis.
Done really, really well. Recruited well in the summer. Had a great start, but this time last year, what happened? October. They beat JNS, then they go and lose to Aberystwyth. Aberystwyth done the double. Consistency's the problem. Don't let him go down that road again this season.
And I think that, Maldo, I think we're even talking about the highest levels in Europe, maybe. Consistency. You know, we've seen in Liverpool, who stormed the league last year in the English Premier League. They're finding it, you know, a little bit inconsistent at the moment. And that is key at this stage of the season, like you said. Oh, that could be the first yellow. The referee is close, and the referee brandishes the first yellow. It was right in front of us. It was Jordan Davis, it was Sam Downey, and there's no doubt for me, the referee is spot on.
No doubt. I think Downey used to play for Colwyn Bay at one stage as well, did he? But, you know, Jordan Davis, he's asking him, come on, he's asking him to tackle him, but he's asking him also, come and dive in so I can go past you. But this is a naughty one.
Yeah, that's definitely a yellow. No doubt at all.
Yeah, no more than that, mind you.
No.
You know.
Hughes. Sam Downey gets the first yellow of the afternoon. Hughes was standing up to the back post. Nathan Pete and company were knocked over as the ball was knocked in. Robles. Ford just knocks it straight through to Connor Roberts.
Yeah, you look at Ford then and Pete's getting each other's way, both tripping each other up. But have a look at their consistency. Cyril, Ford, Pete, the 3 centre-halves played every minute of the first 10 games this season. So their partnerships, if you like, there.
Yeah, Cyril and Pete, like you said, are a very, very good. Oh, he's onside. It gets cut out by Ryan Sears. That was important because there was no flag. Matty Jones is on the far side with his hand in the air, but I don't think he would have got the offside that time.
What I like about them, they're covering angles. When one goes up for the header, the other one drops off just in case the centre forward wins it.
Matt, you've got Jordan Davis and Louis Robles up top. 2 really, really hard-working forwards. Not exactly both number 9s. Definitely forwards, but not exactly 9s. Ford takes it early on his left foot. You talked about taking it early. Well, he did take it early this time, and he's a little bit unfortunate. But, you know, it's not Ford, by the way. It's
Kagbo.
It's Kagbo.
You know what happened? Ball bounces up off the surface for him a little bit higher than, you know, they expected, and he can't get over it then, because you've got to jump a little bit higher there just to get your head over it to keep it down.
Connor Roberts. It's a great jump from Jordan Davis to start to settle down the home team now. Does Roberts keep it in play? Referee says no, it's out of play. But the game is just starting to level out after 15 minutes. The score still Colwyn Bay 0, Caernarfon Town 0 in the JD Cymru Premier.
Even though Michael Wilde was he's an ex-centre forward, he's built from the back this season. You know, the stability that he's got, the experience that he has in the back. And I came here for the first game against Cofis, and I thought his team was scared of losing. And I think what he's doing, he's setting up, making sure that they're hard to beat first.
Well, they are the team with who've let in the third least goals in the league this season, so his point maybe that way has been good. Carbo goes forward again, drives forward. Davis, one-on-one. Davis whips it across the front, just maybe a little bit of a bobble in his defence, just as I think he's pointing out to a few of the players there that it bobbled just as he tried to drill it across.
But the three forwards can't go. Robles, Davis, they're changing positions, they're technically very good receiving the ball, but once they start facing that opposition's goal, they're positive. They'll take people on, they'll make things happen. And I'm not going to be careful. They don't allow them to have that yard to turn and face their goal.
Well, it hasn't been a quality start, shall we say, but Mal, it's entertaining already. Like you said, there's strikers getting involved quickly, taking fullbacks on. Balls have been in both areas in the first 15 minutes. For me, I don't think, and I hope we don't see a 0-0 encounter this afternoon. There's goals in this game, would you say?
I would say yes, because it's an open game. At the moment, the home team, Colwyn Bay, are having their share. But it's getting that first goal, because in games like this, when it's so tight, you need the first goal for the game to change, because you've got to take a risk after that to get back in the game. So yes, I can see chances. I can see players good enough to take them, because they've got quality in both, you know, opposition strikers' roles.
Absolutely, Mal. 7th in the league so far. Played 10-1, 2 drawn, 5 lost, 3, 4-12, and against 9, as Malcolm just mentioned, points 11 for Colwyn Bay. It's not a bad start at all. In fact, Colwyn Bay and Llanelli's points total at this stage of the season is more than any other group or pairing of two teams who came up from the Cymru South and North in the last 6 years. So they haven't had a disastrous start. Mid-table was always going to be a good finish for them. Coming.
Promising with the money again that Michael Wilde has spent. But look at the goal scoring. You know, that goal scoring the Caernarfon's done at the start of the season. No one scored more goals apart from
absolutely
TNS this afternoon, I think. So TNS now have overtaken them for goals for.
Gossett.
You know what Caernarfon can't do is concede the first goal. They've done it 7 out of the 10 games. That's going to wear out.
Absolutely.
That's going to catch up with you.
It's Downey. Maybe we'll just sit in since it's yellow, Downey, and just stay out of the thick of things for the next 5 or 6 minutes. Also, great touch. It's still in play. Morgan Owen drives forward. Can he get a shot? And he gets the shot off in the end. I don't think it was intended.
I think it was in the end, Jonah, because the defenders pushed him on an angle and his touch hasn't been the best, so he's had to go for goal.
We'll have a look. Almost going back to his European goal then, Mal.
Yeah,
a couple of seasons ago. He drives across.
So have a look at the defender here.
Shot or cross, down to you now, Mal.
That touch there makes him go for the shot, because he can't get across the box to the other side, the other corner where he should be aiming.
I remember that wonderful goal he scored in Europe when he galloped
that was a
at Bangor City's. It was at Bangor City's ground, and he lashed it into the top corner. What a debut in Europe. It's gone forward. Robles won't give this up. Sears will have to make the header a good one. He makes it a good header. Back to Connor Roberts. Roberts, one of the best kickers of a ball. That's a great cutout from Cyril from the back. He's seen it early and intended to get it, and he's driving forward. Cyril, good play from the centre back. Referee says play on. Roberts, great ball, Ethan Roberts. Oh, it's in the back of the net. It's a mistake from the defender. Louis Robles was on hand. We talked about number 9s or number 10s just being in the right place at the right time, and Robles was. That's why Robles makes it Colwyn Bay 1, Caernarfon Town 0.
Have a look who's on the move. Have a look who's on the move when the cross comes in. When the cross is swinged in from this left-hand side, Jordan Davies is on the back post. He rushes in, there's a cross. Now then, Jordan Davies makes the challenge against Matty Jones. Matty Jones and back heels it, or Jordan Davies toe pokes it against the post. But look who's moving. Have a look who's moving in the box. When this ball comes in, where's Robles? He's out the picture, he's on the move. Always there, 3 or 4 yards out. Have a look, who gets this flick? I told you it was Matty Jones trying to back heel it out for a corner. Yep,
Jones knocks it back in, it comes off the post or Connor Roberts, but Robles puts the ball in the back of the net, and that should most probably now set up a fine encounter this afternoon. We talked about being in the right place at the right time. Robles was there, and the home team take the lead.
I've seen him work really hard, Robles, right? In many games, Louis Robles, and he doesn't get his goal. But you've got to keep doing it. You can't just stop working, and he doesn't. So for the last, first 10 minutes, didn't see a lot of him. Last 10 minutes, he's been everywhere. Just a thorn all the time. You don't know what position he pops up in. Here he is again now.
His goal-scoring record is decent, you know, Mal. That's in his 148th game, that's his 48th goal. So 1 in 3 for what we might call a 10, or not always a 9, is not a bad record, you know.
No, it's not. You know, at any level, really. 1 in 3.
1 in 3?
1 in 3 is good. Because he can play in many positions.
Jordan Davies.
He's unlucky not to get the throw.
Jordan Davies' nuisance value, Mal, as footballers will understand, Jordan Davies' nuisance value in the first 22 minutes has been excellent. He's a centre forward, he's made about 3 or 4 tackles.
Yes, but also have a look at the goal.
Yeah.
Where's his position on the goal? Putting pressure on Matty Jones. So he has a bad touch to hit the post, and then Robles follows it in. But what I like about Jordan Davies is that he's got quality. At this level, he has got quality, and he's clever.
Abadaki takes on forward. Abadaki rips it to the back post, overhits it. Plenty of bodies in the box. Robles. The pace of this game is terrific. Robles spins Owen. Wonderful play from Louis Robles, and his supporters just alongside the gantry here are really appreciating that.
It was a nutmeg.
This game is 100 miles an hour, Mal.
Well, Caernarfon have got to react, haven't they? It's about tough, strong characters, personalities, who wants to make a difference.
Well, if you're going over, Mal, the first 23 minutes, maybe, of our commentary, after 7 or 8 minutes, you said to me, when you have chance, you've got to take.
When you have the share
all of a sudden, they're 1-0 down.
When you're away from home and you get a share of the game so early, you've got to take one.
Yeah, it's right, absolutely.
And Colwyn Bay gets a share of the game, and what happens? They score.
Aaron Edwards still working his socks off as usual. Robles is seeing a lot of the ball. He might get a chance to get his second here, you know. Edwards. It's a great ball in, left-footed. Decided not to change his feet. His worst foot, his left foot, was good enough to get a decent cross in. But the goal has turned this game on its head. Colwyn Bay 1, Caernarfon Town 0.
You can flip the coin now and say Caernarfon have been used to this. Conceding first and getting something from the game, winning most of them. 8 games out of 11 they conceded first now.
Yeah, it's not.
Still lie third in the table.
It's not the best habit.
It catches up with you're an ex-manager. You know, how do you feel when you go 1 down? How does your players feel?
Yeah, the old saying never goes away. Clean sheet is the king result.
What did Sir Alex say? Centre forwards wins your games, centre halves or defence wins your leagues.
Cargbo takes the throw. Again, the hard-working Jordan Davis gets a decent cross in again. He's flicked in. Connor Roberts. Just another scenario, Mal. It's, like I said, it's great having you on. You're asking your knowledge all the time. So Jordan Davis and Louis Robles are just running all over the park and all over the front line. You're two centre-backs then, all of a sudden.
Three.
They're redundant, so should they be pushing out and pushing one of their full-backs on and going into the full-back position, somebody has to pick the runners up.
If the ball's going down that side, they've got to do it. But centre-halves are a little bit, they're not the, people say to me centre-halves are brave. Not always. Only when they block a shot on goal or something. If centre-halves don't like marking these days, they let everybody else do it. You take responsibility. Shuffle across, tell your full-back on that side of the pitch, Matty Jones, get up that pitch, I'll take him. This side, Sayers comes over, he tells Morgan
Connor Roberts there.
He's shouting and screaming why I'm saying, I think.
Successful career with TNS, wonderful career.
I spoke to him before the game. We did, and I said to him, 1 clean sheet in 9 games.
Yeah, and that's the way it'll stay.
I didn't know what he said. He said to me, that's how Caernarfon play. And that's what it is. He's totally right. Entertainers. Let's go and score.
There's more in this game yet, for sure, and I'm sure Caernarfon will add plenty more to this game. That's the edge of the box. That's not the greatest place to give a free kick away. Locked as well to get the free kick. There's 3 players around him. Edwards picks him up, but it is in a great position.
They know each other, don't they?
Edwards and Locke, just having a word or two.
The young and the old.
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
Oh, look, he's still having a word with him. Josh should know better. But, I love Josh when he's on the ball. Look at this quick feet here. Between players, it's a foul, it's a push, it's a pull.
Yeah, I don't think it was Edwards. That's why he's asking.
No.
I think it was Nathan Pete coming in from the back.
Fair play. And what happens here? Oh, he squeezes his thumb or something. Come on. Right then, Gossett's right foot over the wall.
4 in the wall. Jordan Davis looks like he's going alongside as the charger. Edge of the box, the 18, the wall. Gossett from 23, 24 yards. Maybe 25. Can he make it happen? Puts it on target. It's a little bit of spill from the goalkeeper, but again, everything he's been asked to do so far, he's done well. Young Alex Brown in goals.
Yeah, I know, but I do expect Adam Davies maybe to get there a little bit quicker. I'm looking over here. You're looking, I know he's a centre-half, Brian Sears, but why doesn't he follow in? There's only one player, but he follows into the middle of the goal. Somebody's got to come follow that one in. It's a goal there.
TNS taking top spot today. Most people will be thinking back where they belong, and with a 4-0 victory. And that's against a Barry Town team who they drew 0-0 with only 6 or 7 weeks earlier. Harrison said he'll take time to put his new signings together.
Yeah, 14 games TNS have got, 15 with today. That Barry have took nothing away from them. You've got to look at it now. Is it 10 games now TNS have got without losing? It looks omnibus once again.
Could do. Well, today's result will mean a lot in the race, in the title race. Penabont are still clinging on. They're only 3 points behind, even with a draw last night.
2 points lost?
Yeah, at Britain Ferry. Well, you say 2 points lost. You get tricky evenings, Friday evenings, windy conditions. Maybe in their race, Penabont's race could be for the second spot again. We all know that would be a great finish for anybody.
Absolutely, yeah. Abadaki here. He gets the ball. One thing on his way. Get in that box. Let him take me down. But once again, Colwyn Bay defends well. Covering gets there on time.
Gossett to whip the corner in. The big men up for Caernarfon. flashes it across the front. I think it was Downey who almost got the header on it again. Locke uses his strength against Cagbo. Morgan Owen switches it. It's a decent header out by George Hughes. Half an hour on the clock. Colwyn Bay 1, Caernarfon Town 0. A Louis Robles goal gives Colwyn Bay the lead. Long throw here. Ryan Sears. It's not a massive long throw. It's not Andy Legg material. You get a chance to put the cross in this time. Oh, it's a great cross in. And a great save again from Alex Brown. He's asked a question, and I think the goalkeeper has done the right thing, just putting it over the bar.
Yeah, he's unlucky. He's got the ball out of his feet. One thing on his mind. He's going for that far corner, but he should be making them saves.
Yeah.
Middle of the goal. Yeah, he's got to just don't let the ball go in the net. Make the save and worry about where the ball is after.
Absolutely. Matty Jones this time from the right-hand side, try and bend it in left foot under the bar to ask questions again. Adam Davis is in there. Most probably the target, Davis. He's whipped it to the far post, and Brown
does well.
Fires a great throw out as well. Jamie come in. Downey tracks well and gets a header away. Excellent play from the midfielder Sam Downey there. Danny Gossett has most of the game has picked up a left side position. Downey's played central.
Yeah, well, he knows.
And Ian Lewis right.
Yeah, he's got Ian Lewis and Downey there, so he can free himself whenever he can. He's got to be a further forward option, if you like, because Caernarfon are behind 1-0. Got to get bodies in the box where the crosses come in from either side.
Sears, Caernarfon searching for the equaliser. Morgan Owen just putting it forward a bit too far. Munster v Cardiff tomorrow, 4:25. Good luck over in Ireland to the Blues. Cagbo, Hughes. It's not the worst ball when you're 1-0 up, just if you're searching for breaths of fresh air. A little bit going on off the ball there. They're saying it's outside the box.
Yeah, it was nice there. We're seeing the Seagull. Well, the Seagull is certainly looking after the Canary at the moment. Colwyn Bay 1-0 up, and Conor Roberts.
That's an interesting one as Brown clears his line again. You could see why the fans got a little bit excited there with Conor Roberts.
Well, it's right next to the fans, Colwyn Bay fans, so you would expect some kind of comeback from them. It's up to Caernarfon now. You know, Colwyn Bay, they've got a lead. Can they defend it? They've got professionals. They're structured. You know, they're on the same wavelength across the back four. Only two, like you said, have conceded less than them this season. So it's a test. Caernarfon are going to throw everything at him. Here we go.
Gossett tries to thread one through. Nathan Peake comes out from the back and makes it. He's offside. He's 2 or 3 yards offside. Better off just letting it go through to Conor Roberts. That is a high line, by the way.
It's halfway line.
If you can go,
taking the gamble, taking the risk.
Yeah, big gamble. You can go back to front there.
Well,
when you're going as high as that.
As a centre forward, I wouldn't even move. If once I see the defenders, I wouldn't. Why did Roberts start his run so early? He's quicker than him anyway. Come back in your own half. Let the space is there.
Invite him on even more. Matty Jones, Locke, trying to get on the ball more to influence this game. Cummins done a lot of decent work and picked up a lot of seconds. He's done well, Jamie Cummins, in there the last 10 minutes. Jones, Matty Jones, looks for Gossett. 50-50. Interesting. Big decision. Red. Very interesting. Not a lot of arguing off the ball. Aaron Jones, the referee, produces a red straight away. Gossett will be disappointed with that. Jordan Davis saying, Aaron Edwards absolutely fuming. That is a massive body blow for Caernarfon. Their leader, their captain, leaving the field after 35 minutes. And we'll have a look at the replay, Mal. Has he got any arguments about it?
No, I don't think so. He started this tackle. Oh, okay, he hasn't got over the top of the ball, but he's really, he's miles away from it. He knows he's going to be second best. He knows he's second best. And he's caught him on his ankle. And he's not nowhere near the ball. You can't really protect him. You can't defend him.
Yeah, well,
he knows better.
You see, Mal, you would see Aaron Edwards is down being tended to injury. Let's hope that Aaron Edwards gets up okay. Yeah. And I mean, they've known each other a long time, Gossett and Aaron Edwards, so I don't think there was any intent to injure the man. Let's get it right.
Have you ever seen this man be malicious about anything in his life? No, nor have I. Yeah. But that was a bad time tackle.
Yeah, very costly, and it could be very costly for his other 17 or 18 squad members this afternoon.
Absolutely, he'll feel dejected now. He'll feel that he's let people down. But I mean, hey, listen, I've been sent off my life. You have, I know. So what I'm saying to you, when you walk in that dressing room, it's a lonely place.
It's a lonely place.
And you feel that you've let anybody down.
Instantly as well, Matt, instantly. You can almost judge red or yellow cards by your own team's reaction. Look at your own team's reaction when the referee brandishes the red. Let's see how many Caernarfon players disagree with it. Here comes the red. The quickest red had left his pocket.
Yeah. Look at the Caernarfon players, 5 of them.
Yeah.
5 Caernarfon players around.
I mean, he gets the card out quicker than a dealer in a casino, Mal. It's there. The red is straight out. There's not even a question. Nah. There it goes. And there's no argument, so you have to take it.
It's the old toaster. Pops. Gone. But Aaron don't stay down, does he? Aaron Edwards don't stay down. He's still. Daddy, I'm sure he'll apologise to him. I know he'll apologise to him afterwards anyway. But no malice. But it's a mistimed tackle. But it's a rough one. It's a horrible one. And
Michael Wilde now saying to Jordan Davis, settle now. I mean, if Wilde now, Mal, can get in at 1-0 ahead against 10 men, it's a good spot to be in.
I know. But look, if 11 men gives 90% and 10 men gives 100%, that's 100%, and that's only 990. So all I say to you now is, even though you're one man down, you now will learn about characters. Caernarfon and Fish here.
Can they dig
Davis, in? He will know, roll your sleeves up now. Now then, who wants to, for Gossett's sake, for our sake, for the club's sake, let's get something out of this game.
Yeah, I think he'll go now. I think he'll drop Jordan. I think he'll drop Josh Locke in. He'll play Norris at 10 now. I think he'll play as an out midfielder alongside Downey or Ewan Lewis. They might even make it a 3 there and go 4-3-2, Mal. It looks like in front of us. Or maybe Abadaki in as well. It looks like they're going 4-4-1 till half-time anyway. It's in front of us.
Yeah, Abadaki will stay on the right. Then he'll Josh Locke out on the left. Then you've got Leon Lewis.
And Downey in the centre.
In the centre, and the back four stays the same.
There's a massive 7 minutes towards half-time, Matt.
Hey, just get to half-time.
Yeah, there was nothing that had gone on in the game before which sort of gave any reason for that sort of tackle. It's a little bit of a derby, North Wales derby, but it's not. It wasn't a highly contested.
It's not even malicious.
No,
it's not vicious. It's bordering on an orange card.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Well, no, it is an
70s orange card, a 70s or 80s orange card. It's a modern day red.
Absolutely. I don't think that you made a tackle like that for a few years in your over 60s team, mate.
Over 60s. Shall we mention some good news on the Welsh football front? The Wales over 70s veterans team have won the World Cup out in Japan yesterday by defeating USA by 2-0. Congratulations to all involved. Here we come. Great tackle, tremendous tackle, Matty Jones. I'm sure, like you said, Mal, when you go down to 10 men, you have to put that extra effort in, and that is a tremendous tackle by Matty Jones.
He's read the danger. He's read the danger from now. He knows that ball through, timing of run from Jordan Davis, He'll be on fire now with one less man to play against. That ball pulled back. Robles timed his run.
And was ready to put it in the back of the net, so that's how good that tackle was.
But what was the difference? Matty Jones was desperate to clear that. He was desperate to do it. Determination, attitude.
Back post. Nathan Peat usually eating them type of balls up. It goes to the back pass. Solomon Ford and goes out for a goal kick.
I listened to something really important there. Over 70s Wales team won the World Cup in Japan, beating USA 2-0 yesterday.
Absolutely.
How did you get back so fast?
Well
done, Jonah. I'm not far away, mate.
They reinvented Concorde, Mal.
Ah, superb. Congratulations to all the boys.
Absolutely.
Was Jeff White playing?
He will be happy with that, Mal. Oh. Ball down the line again. He's enjoying out spaces out wide this afternoon. Jordan Davis, he whips one across the front. Ryan Sears. Mal, you in the top three, like you said, you've lost your last 2 games. Unfortunately for Richard Davis, you go down to 10 men 4 or 5 minutes before half time. How important is your half-time team talk, Mal?
He's got to build the confidence back up. It's two games out of the last 3, isn't it? And then they've got, if they lose today, it's 3 out of the last 4. Something that you 3 weeks ago you never thought that was going to happen the way Caernarfon were playing. But what I'll say is this: his team talk will be about encouragement, getting them structured again, making sure they don't concede another goal, and see if they can nick one on the break.
Robles trying to nick the second. Great tackle from Ryan Sears. Matty Jones gets it off his wrong foot. Is still bobbling around in the box. Morgan Owen clears. This game has really turned the corner. Edge of the box stuff. Free kick given.
No.
Morgan Owen coming through the back of Jordan Davis.
Do you know what? He looked for that. We will see.
I think he's been the main nuisance, Mal.
Well, he's clever. He's clever.
He is.
Jordan gets his body between the defender and the ball. Watch when the ball comes to him. He just gets his body clever, smart. I'm not saying he's cheating, but it's just making sure. Watch. Just gets his body in there, and then Morgan Owen just comes straight
Takes the bait and goes straight through him.
Why?
Jamie coming over the ball. Jordan Davis not happy, he's not taking the free kick. So he says, Jamie, the ball is in your court. What can you do? 20 yards from goal, 4 men in a wall, one of the best goalkeepers in the league between the sticks. It's coming. Or is it? Maybe Jordan Davis might have something to say at half-time. And by the way,
you know what a build-up that was.
It's not coming.
That's soup. No, but Jordan Davis, once again, good play, clever play, call it what you like. He's just another... It's just that thoughts process of another level.
Mal, the first 43 minutes have absolutely flown by. We've had a bit of everything so far. It's the type of game I think we were hoping for, to brighten up. Not a fantastic day, but we've had a bit of everything so far, Mal. Let's be honest.
I didn't expect anything less. Not from these two teams. Colwyn Bay, no. They haven't beaten Caernarfon Town in 33 years.
Cargbo's done well out on the right-hand side. Coming again, picking a pass. Ryan Sears. From the two managers, from a managerial point of view, I think Richard Davis itching to get in. Michael Wilde itching to stay out here for 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, you've got to be looking now at the bench. You've got your Sean Bradley, your player of the season 2 years ago, on the bench.
Surprised to see him on the bench this afternoon, Mal?
Last few weeks, you're looking at consistency and standards. What has he done to influence games? Has he created an impression in the last 2 weeks?
Okay.
No, not enough. So it's just a wake-me-up call.
But exactly as you said, if he's substitute, he's the best substitute in this league this afternoon, and he can change the game.
There's no question about it. And he'll want to get on there and do something about it as well, proving a point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't inspire somebody more, even though it's hard.
Davis wins ahead. Robles If he were to get a goal in the next minute or two, it could be a massive deciding factor in this game. Should have most probably driven forward. Whipped across the front. Great ball, invited somebody to get on the end of it. There were two people who went past, but I don't think the fullback could do anything more than put it on a plate.
No, Cagball slid in, dived in, call it what you want, in front of Conor Roberts, the goalie, but just couldn't get that flick on. The smallest of touches would have flown past him into the net, I'm sure. But proving people wrong is a big thing in life, and if I'm on the bench today and I've been dropped, I've got to come on there.
Absolutely. I think we'll have a word for the referee, by the way, Mal. It's been a hectic 45 minutes, and I don't think we can pull him up on anything. He's done marvellous.
No, and what I like is have a look at his angles to the incidents. He can see most of them himself. He's not running in straight lines. He's not running in straight lines. He's looking at the angles to see the incidents, and he's done well.
Perhaps the busier of the two goalkeepers is most probably taking one of the last kicks of the second half. His start was important. In goals, Alex Brown, he's made 3 or 4 saves which could have been goals, and his team are 1-0 down, and his opponent is 1-0 down and down to 10 men.
Yeah,
so it's very important.
Absolutely, and at this moment in time, I can't see Caernarfon getting behind these back 3 that's played every minute of every game, who know each other's game well. They're covering positions to each other. It's really good, but they're 3 strong, big lads. They know when to drop off. They know when to come up.
The next 45 minutes will show. Matty Jones trying to switch the play. Abadaki. Edwards again working his socks off in defence. Abadaki's surely going to try and take him on. Abadaki could have gone down, you know, I think. Interesting that he stayed up on the edge of the box. Gets the shot off. It's blocked. Referee has a good look and says no. Cargbo knocks it long. Jordan Davis one-on-one. Davis whips it across. We will have a look, I think, on the replay in any minute. Davis again driving into the box. He's worked his socks off in the first 45 minutes. Chance. Hughes, great block, superb block. Ewan Lewis. What a 45 minutes of football. In again, headed away. Lock on the edge of the box. Lock shows tremendous ability. Hughes shows guile and how to get the ball back and earns his team a free kick. Experience or lack of experience, dribbling out of your own penalty area.
I don't mind him doing that, just he's a bit naive then by giving the free kick
the other end, Malcolm, when you're dribbling like that.
Not for me. He can, as long as he keeps the ball. He didn't keep the ball. You know, no one comments if he'd have dribbled out and made the 50-yard run. Have a look at this.
It's the replay on the handball. It's driven in there. Can he? It was that quick.
Yeah, I think he's on the floor nearly.
That quick that we couldn't even see it on the replay. That's how hard it is for referees at times.
Yeah, Cargbo goes to the floor and he puts his arms near his chest.
He hasn't intended anything.
No. I can't see it's a 100% penalty.
Not for me. Jordan Davis has now taken over the main role. It's a lot further out than the one he would have liked to have taken. But the sort of 45 minutes he's had, who knows? Jordan Davis against Connor Roberts and a 4-man wall between him. Davis, it's a great save, Connor Roberts. It's a superb save.
He was on his way to the top corner.
He was on his way. The corner won't be taken. The end of the first 45 minutes at the Blue Turtle Arena was Jordan Davis, just a Connor Roberts magical save away from making it 2-0. The half-time score, Colwyn Bay 1, Caernarfon Town 0. We look forward and hope to see you in the next 45 minutes. Thank you very much, Malcolm.
Thanks, Malcolm.
Mae da ni gêm a hanner I chi ar yr hanner fan hyn mae Colwyn. Sioc eto o ran Caernarfon, sut maen nhw'n ymateb. Digon i'w drafod yn ystod yr egwyl fan hyn. Ond mae'n cyrraedd mis newydd, mis Hydref, sy'n golygu hen bryd ni edrych nôl ar goliau gorau mis Medi. Dewch i ni edrych nôl yn gyntaf. A restr fer gol y mis felly.
Myfyrwyr yn trio dod yn ei blaenau reit ar ddechrau yr ail gyfnod yma. Wandwe, Dielo! Hyfryd! Gol hyfryd gan Pwmpam Wandwe!
Dyma Goset, Goset! Dani Goset!
Maria Mahmood, creu chydig o le iddi hi hun ac yn tanio am gol gan Mahmood yn ei gêm gyntaf i Wrexham.
Owen, Holden, chydig o le, Mackenzie Holden, yn yr gydion, hwydon wych!
Dan Williams, codi'r bel, sy'n gas brobl i gyffyrddiad o, at Williams! Athro Ithgar gan y tîm cartra. O, Blair yma gan Sam Jones, mae di roi'r meddiad i James Kroll. O, Kroll yn codi'r bel yn hyfryd, a phen y bont ar y blaen.
Dyna ni, digon o goliau gwych y mis Hydref, mis Medi reina. I gyd, geith y gŵr yma ddewis yr enillydd. Owain, pwy sy'n ennill felly?
Jordan Williams y Saint Newydd sy'n ennill. Oherwydd, dwi wastad yn beirniadu hein yn meddwl, pa gol swn i'n licio sgorio. Ac hon yn special. Efallai bod yna goliau di mynd yn fwy i'r top corner. Mae'r bas yma'n bas iawn wrth gwrs, ond y cyffyrddiad yma. Sbi ar honna gan brobl a wedyn bang, bang. Thank you, mam, fel maen nhw dweud. Mon, jyst chydig bach o wahanol, dwi'n meddwl. Briliant, gan y dyn I hun. Maen nhw ar frig y tabl, maen nhw'n sgorio'r goliau gorau ar hyn o bryd hefyd. Ond jyst brobl, sbi ar honna. Mae honna yn special, felly Jordan Williams ydi enillydd gol y mis Medi.
Wel ie, llongyfarchiadau mawr iddo fe, a fel ti'n dweud, chi'n gael ergydion yn bell, chi'n gael goliau gwych, ond weithiau mae'n ambell I gyffyrddiad sy'n mynd â'ch hanadl chi. Ambell eiliad fan hyn, dwi'n mynd â'n hanadl ni, da y drwg yr hyll ar y tegau hefyd. Just yn sydyn, Caernarfon wedi cael dechrau gwych tymor yma, ond sydyn, maen nhw'n brwydr fan hyn, colli 2 allan o 2, mae'n ail hanner mawr iddyn nhw. O,
yndi, a maen nhw lawr I 10 dyn sy'n gwneud ti lot anoddach wrth gwrs, ond o'n i'n sôn cyn y gêm fatha, diolch yn ddigon I banicio, maen nhw yn mynd I golli gema, a ti yn mynd I gael rhediadau gwael, a mae'n debyg ar hyn o bryd, maen nhw mewn rhyw rhediad, mewn rhyw rut bach, dim un mawr o gwbl, mae yna her ail hanner wrth gwrs, ond dwi'n disgwyl gweld cwpl o newidiadau, ac dyn nhw'n allan o hon eto, ond chwarae teg mae bai Colwyn, o bosib yn heiddi bod ar y blaen.
Ie, dwi ddim ar ben eto, ond mae yna wahaniaeth, mae yna gol yn gwahanu y ddau dîm. Dyma hi felly, dych chi'n ei weld y gol, a dod ar ôl cyfnod bach da I fai Colwyn.
Yndi, ond mae'n dod hefyd efo Caernarfon yn trio gwrth ymosod, felly ti oedd I cartra, weithiau ti angen tynnu'r sting allan o'r gêm. Conor Roberts yn mynd am yr un gig hir, ac yn sydyn iawn maen nhw'n gorau amddiffyn, a maen nhw'n dan chydig bach o bwysau. A y croesiad yma, jyst mewn ardal fygythiol, a ti'n gwybod, oedden ni'n cwestiynu Conor Roberts oherwydd mae'n cymryd rhyw gam bach I ddod allan, a bosib mae'r amddiffynwyr, mae hynna'n ddigon iddyn nhw feddwl, mae'n dod am hon. Ond wedyn mae'n newid I feddwl, a Matty Jones yn anffodus ar ei sodla, ddim cweit yn amddiffynol, be maen nhw'n dweud, a textbook, ti'n mi fod I wynebu gol dy hun, neu ti'n mewn trwbl, a dyna sy'n digwydd, taro'r postyn, a mae'r dyn yma, sydd wedi cael hanner da, mae wedi cael ail hanner i'r hanner cyntaf da iawn. Unwaith gath o'r gol, oedd o'n unstoppable. Ond i'n meddwl bod fi'n gwylio Ibrahimovic in his pomp, os lici di dol. Mae wedi bod yn lond llaw, Robles, chwarae teg.
Ie, dweud fawr chwarae teg. Bai Colwyn wedi ymateb yn dda, Caernarfon wedi dechrau yn dda, wedyn ni ar ôl hynny, mae'n y gedyn coch yn ymddangos. Beth am hon?
Ie, ti'n gwybod be, Dani Gossett, oedd I wastad yn gêm gysylltiol, mae gen efo gyffyrddiad trwm. Cyffyriad trwm yn fama, mae'n dynnu Cris, a wedyn mae'n trio gwneud yn iawn amdani, a mae'n neidio fewn efo lot fawr o nerth, a dyddi yma, da ni'n gwybod mae'n gerdyn coch. Mae Eiron yn cyrraedd y bel cyn, a wedyn mae'n dalo just yn uwch na'i ffero, a mae Dani Gossett yn gwybod. Mae'n gwybod yn syth. Fel capten weithiau ti'n trio gwneud rhywbeth I gael spark i'r tîm. A dychmyga sa fo'n ennill y bel yma na, sa pawb ar ei traed yma, here we go. Yn anffodus, mae just chwinciad yn hwyr, ac off o fo, mae dîm o'n trwbl rwan.
So, oedd yr ymateb yn dweud y cyfan, oedd e'n gwybod beth yn dod o ran y cerdyn coch na. Felly, mae rhaid ni fynd nôl i dechrau, atgoffon ni, mae Caernarfon dechreuodd ore yn y gêm yma, achos ydych nhw'n gyflym, maen nhw'n benderfynol, ond ddim wedi gallu manteisio ar hynny, ond oedd y cyfleoedd yn dod.
Gathen nhw 10 munud da iawn, Aberdachi mewn ardaloedd fel yma yn rhedeg ar y tu allan, a wedyn mae bai Colwyn di sortio fo allan fel mae'r hanner di mynd yn ei blaen, ond pan oedd nhw'n cyrraedd yr ardal yma, rhedeg ar y tu allan, croesiadau yn fygythiol. Ac yn anffodus iddyn nhw, mae'n siŵr Downie ydy'r chwaraewr sydd wedi cael cwpl o gyfleoedd. Chwaraewr sydd ddim yn sgoriwr naturiol, a fama ti'n mynd ar bêl tuag at Adam Davies. Dwi'n meddwl sa Danny Gossett yn cael ei amser eto, sa fo o bosib jyst yn cymryd yr ergyd yna tro cynta. Felly maen nhw wedi cael cyfnodau yn y gêm, ond fel ti'n deud, dol, cyfnodau yn gynnar yn y gêm. A bai Colwyn, nathon nhw reidio'r storm, a wedyn nathon nhw dyfu fewn iddi a rhoi perfformiad. Oedden ni'n sôn cyn y gêm, ti'n disgwyl gan dîm Michael Wilde, ond Caernarfon, dyn nhw'n wedi bod yn rhy wael, maen nhw ynddi, dal i fod hyd yn oed efo 10 dyn, ond ar hyn o bryd y tîm cartra mae'n siŵr sydd wedi cael y gorau ohoni.
Ond nhw'n galw'n gic ysmotyn cyn hanner amser hefyd, felly digon i'w drafod o ran hynny. O, allu gael ni weld i nawr digwydd bod ar y gair, gyfynnwch y chwi a gewch, mae'n anodd gweld yn dyfu.
Yndi, di'r ongl ddim yn gret, ond mae'r ymateb yn deud, mae'n alawio, mae'n llithro i fewn, a mae gefn o teg at y dyfarnwr, ond dwi'n meddwl yr ongl, a ti'n gweld lle mae'n freichio fo, dwi'n meddwl mae'n taro i freichio fo. Mae'n amhosib deud yn sicr, ond dwi'n meddwl y ffordd mae chwaraewyr Caernarfon sy'n o'i gwmpas o yn bloeddio yn deud, oi, mae hon yn penalty, ond chwarae teg, mae o sydd yn o'r ei draed yn cario ymlaen, ond mae chwaraewyr weithiau, mae ymateb nhw'n deud y cyfan, a dwi'n meddwl bai Colwyn wedi bod yn ffodus yma. Wel, dyna'n leini arni, o ran yr egwyl. Mae tipyn dyn ni drafod fan hyn, Owain ddim yn cael gadael eto, achos mae'n wythnos rhyngwladol, ni'r ffordd i Wembley wythnos yma, edrych mlaen yn fawr at hynny. Dewch i ni glywed gan y rheolwr Craig Bellamy sydd wedi bod yn brysur yn dewis y garfan wythnos yma.
What excites you the most about this upcoming international window?
For me, the intensity. Two teams have it. They have the profile for it. Now, we have to go. We have to be full gas. There's no two ways about it. And that's the exciting part, because there's going to be certain moments in games where the intensity of the opposition, where they're able to jump, definitely due to the profile they have. Are we going to be able to create angles quick enough? Are we going to be able to use the ball well enough? These moments are going to test you. I've always been impressed by our players with that. And anytime we haven't quite done it at a certain period, we've been able to learn off that and improve that. But these two games, we have to be really good at it. And it's going to force us to be really good at it, because if we ain't, it's going to be very uncomfortable. But I want us in that moment. And I just want that level of being able to go, do you know, gloves off. Let's go toe to toe. You know, see what happens. That's what I'm looking forward to. I wanted a high intense game, because if we fall into a lesser game maybe, and they're all difficult games, but say a team that's sat off. Now we have a lot of the ball in a slow tempo, slow this, slow that, but then the next game ain't going to be that. You know, we've seen even with Liechtenstein when we play Belgium so we need to be quick straight away, but we need that going into that game as well. So it's there, we already know what it is. I feel that's always beneficial, I found, as a player. You know, once you've had that real, it's nice to have the next one as well, we go again. There's no real easy games, but the intensity is very, very important. But also how you manage the minutes is really important as well, because we're fully aware of Belgium as well. You know, that's, you know, I'm not taking my eye off that. Trust me, as much as I don't believe in friendlies and I want us to go to England and really put on a positive performance and hopefully get the result we want, I'm fully aware of the Belgium game. But at the same time, I feel we have a better chance by going into a game with high intensity. It's down the road, full house. You know, well, I might think it is. I would expect them to be. I think it's close. Yeah. I don't want to talk on their behalf, but we're taking 7,000 fans. You don't think they're turning up to see us not take this serious? Of course we are. I'm glad for that as well. And it's so important that they do feel that way, because we feel that way as well. But at the same time, we get to recover an extra day, because it's a Thursday. We get to travel back, so it's not far again. So to me, it was only a win. It was a win-win. It made so much sense for us to do this. I'm not into predicting points. I'm not into protecting my win ratio or losing ratio. I don't care. For me, it's what's best for the team, what's best for us as a nation, what's going to prepare us to be the team we want to become. That to me is the most important.
Wel, diddorol clywed sylwadau Craig Bellamy. Beth am y gemau ma'n amlwg o Bell? Mae rhywbeth am gem Lloegr yma. Mae'n deimlad o gwmpas falle. Bod chi'n meddwl, yw hwn yn syniad da? Mae fe'n amlwg yn meddwl bod e'n syniad da, felly dwi'n mynd i ddadle gyda fe.
Da ni wedi bod yn anffodus, oherwydd os oes ni chwarae Bell gyntaf, wedyn Lloegr yn yr ail gem, sa'n ni wrth yn bodda'n exeitio fwy yn mynd i Wembley. Mae Craig Bellamy yn ddigon call, mae o'n ymwybodol ac oedd yn deud yn fanna, yr ail gem ydy'r bwysica. Allan ni'n cuddio hynna, oddi wrth unrhyw un. Os ti'n cael dewis heddiw, da ni'n ennill un a colli un, wel dwi'n dewis y gem Gwlad Belg bob diwrnod yr wythnos. Ond wrth gwrs, da ni eisiau mynd yna a gadael yn marc, a mae'n mynd i fod yn gyfla i rhai o'r chwaraewyr sydd ddim ar hyn o bryd yn dechrau yn yr 11 i ddangos i'r rheolwr. Oi, dwi yma, ac os ti angen fi ddod oddi ar y fainc yn ebyn Gwlad Belg, ti'n gallu'n rhystio fi. A dyna di nos iau yn fwy na dim, felly dwi'n edrych ymlaen y fawrion at y gem, ond hefyd fel pawb arall efo un llygedyn ar nos lun wedyn.
Yw'r dwyster yna yn neud synwyr? Wel, mae'n neud synwyr, ac sy'n gweithio ddo fe fel chwaraewr. Fel chwaraewr, yw chwarae ar dwyster uchel ar high intensity na cyn chwarae Belg? Yw hwnna'n neud synwyr i ti?
Yndi mai oherwydd wnaethon dewis yr un tîm. Dyna di'r peth pwysica. Os oes Craig Bellamy yn dewis yr un 11 i ddechrau'r ddwy gêm a bod nhw'n shattered ar ôl chwarae a trio cael rhywbeth yn ebyn Lloegr yn Wembley a bod ni'n blino yn ebyn Belg, sa ti'n meddwl, o pam nath o hynna? Neith o ddim. Neith o ddefnyddio'r garfan a be mae o di ddangos ers iddo gael y swydd fel rheolwr Cymru ydy mae o'n trystio pawb. Diolch yn tueddu sbio arnyn ni fel 11 chwaraewr a diolch yn trystio pawb arall, felly dyna pan dwi'n gyffroes i weld pwy fydd yn ddewis a wedyn allu di mond rhaid y law i fyny i ddeud oi, dwi eisiau chwarae mwy o gema o dan y ti fel rheolwr, felly a gobeithio nhw'n ei giro Lloegr. Da ni'n di giro nhw ers blynyddoedd, sy'n yn neis, fysa.
Byddai'n braf iawn. Wedyn Belg, dyma pan mae mor bwysig, dyma'r tabl o ran y grŵp i atgoffa ble ni arni. A ni'n sôn am Gogledd Macedonia. Bydd rwy'n gatre Gogledd Macedonia yn gwylio ni'n meddwl, ei, Stephen, sôn amdano ni. Mae rhaid ni ennill, a hefyd gobeithio bod Belg yn baglu rhywle arall. I ni dal digon da i ennill yn erbyn Belg fel o'n i rhai blynyddoedd yn ôl?
O, yndan. A di Belg, oedd Belg yn dda yn erbyn ni. Felly mae yna broblemau i datrys, yna Doku a De Bruyne, come on. Mae nhw dal yn ser, ond dal i fod, allan i fod yn gystadleuol yn erbyn nhw, yn sicr. Yng Nghaerdydd, yn erbyn rhywun, dwi dal yn teimlo allan i roi gem i unrhyw un. Felly, mae'n debyg i'r ymgyrch ddwytha Cyngor y Cenhedloedd, ond neb yn disgwyl ni ennill y grŵp, ond na Twrci faglu reit ar yr eiliad ola, felly mae yna bethau fwy rhyfedd wedi digwydd a gobeithio wneith o ddigwydd eto.
Mae'r gêm yn Belg dim yn crynhoi'r cyfan, ond chi'n meddwl nôl amdani, gwych i ddod o mewn y gêm, siomedig i golli hefyd, cael yn chwalu yn yr hanner cyntaf. Oedd popeth bron digwydd yn y gêm yna.
Do, oedd hi'n dipyn o gêm yn de, a fydd hwn yn gobeithio bod fath o Doku yn dod ar y cae, Sean Bradley, ond o safbwynt y gêm Belg yna, gathon ni 10 munud gwael iawn. A mae hynna'n gallu digwydd yn erbyn y gwledydd mawr, felly perfformiad 90 munud cyflawn, sy'n yna neis yn bysa.
Gyda llaw, ti'n hollol gywir o ran be fydd yr newidiadau. Loc yn gadael, Sean Bradley yn dod i'r cae i geisio achub y noson i Caernarfon y Mike Colwyn heno, ar ei holi o gol i ddim. Nôl â ni felly, at ein tîm yn sylwebu.
Welcome back to the Blue Turtle Stadium, where Colwyn Bay are leading by a goal to 0 against Caernarfon Town after a hectic first 45 minutes. Let's hope we have the same sort of action in the second 45. There has been made a substitute at half-time. As expected, Sean Bradley brought onto the field for Caernarfon. Josh Locke, unfortunately, going off after the 45. Mally, we really enjoyed, as we said at half-time, the first 45. Do you see much of a change in the game?
Well, Caernarfon's got to get something out of the game. You know, that's the point, more than anything else. So Caernarfon have got to do something about on the pitch, and they've done that. I think Sean Bradley, it's a big swap, it's a big opportunity, and it's up to him now to create an impression. Yeah, with 10 men, it'll be an excuse. Oh, we only had 10 men. Not for me. Not for me. This could be an afternoon of change if Sean Bradley could do something to change the results
Well,
here.
that's a way to set it up. Matty Jones goes long. Adam Davis and Abadaki, I should imagine, will stay as a front two, with a midfield three still, including Sean Bradley this time. Matty Jones clears. Morgan Owen. Ryan Sears tidied up well at the back. Bradley will go forward in that midfield road. Abadaki against Cargbo. Abadaki drives forward, maybe looking for the free kick, maybe looking to get the shot off. He drives 20 or 30 yards and does really well. Ewan Lewis. Abadaki looking to take on Cyril. It's whipped to the back post. That's maybe the man down there. As cool as you like, by the way. As cool as you like from Isaac Agbo. Just guiding it back to his goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think it was a brave shout from the goalkeeper telling him, look, no one behind you, head it back.
Bradley's first touch of the afternoon. Sam Downey holding the centre midfield role. Well, we did see the manager come out early.
I think, have a look here what happens. There's a pigeon. Is there a pigeon? Something happens here. There it is, see? The pigeon lands on the pitch in the middle of the centre circle there.
Did the ball hit him though?
Do you know what? Some people are saying Paul did. He won the header. The pigeon, thankfully, has flown away.
That is another classic from Malcolm Allen. Game still on in the Caernarfon supporters' eyes. Game still on in the Caernarfon's players' eyes with the start they've made to this second half. Tremendous defending. What does the referee do? He says play on, and right decision again. Sears gets there first. It's one of those games now, Mal, like you said, if you are Caernarfon, where 4 or 5 of the Caernarfon players, if they are to turn it around, are going to have to produce a performance of 1.5 players.
Look, I'd be looking at it now. You're 10 games into the season, 11 after today, and the amount of points that you've got, if you double that for the next 11 games, you're definitely going to be in the top 6. That's an ice cream man.
Not for us, by the way, not for us.
But the weather, there, look.
Well, I think
we got
he's safe.
Seagulls, we got Canaries.
Wonderful afternoon, surrounded by Seagulls and Canaries in Colwyn Bay. The score.
Hey, what about the pigeon?
Yeah, you get them all in, Mal. Get them all in. The wind start to pick up, by the way. Cargbo, can he get a run in? Matty Jones. Great defending, Dominic Smith. An absolute, resolute, steady Eddie in the back four. Dominic Smith, since his move from
Do you know what my
Newtown.
only problem with Smith is? He doesn't talk enough. He's not a bullier with his mouth.
Yeah.
Tony Adams, Arsenal. Remember once, he had an atrocious game.
Talk his way through it.
And the commentator said to him after the game, look, didn't play, you weren't at your best today. No, he said, but I made sure that everyone else was.
Well, they didn't do bad either, did they? An invincible.
Tony Adams saying to the fella at the end of the game, maybe I wasn't at my best, but I made sure everyone else was.
That's called leadership, Mal.
Absolutely. I need to see that from Caernarfon now. That's what's going to get him a place in Europe this year. These games when you just don't play well, maybe don't give him any chances, 10 men in second half, and then you get a point.
Could be vital to Colwyn Bay, the 3 points as well, as it remains at this moment. Ford at the back again. Just clears his lines really well, Solomon Ford. I've been impressed by him this afternoon.
You need to find another yard. You need to find another step. Caernarfon 10 place. You've got to do the work of 11 now. You're going to find the first ball, you're going to find the second ball. Yeah, that's a free kick, no question.
They've competed in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Still the 1-0 lead. A Louis Robles goal after 20 minutes, giving Colwyn Bay the 1-0 advantage. Roberts. Target will most probably be Dominic Smith or Ryan Sears. Sears wins the first header. Edwards hooks it away onto his own player. Ewan Lewis has picked up a right-sided sort of role. Abadaki
got to get across it.
Takes the defender on. Great ball, not a great ball. He whips it across the front. Good hands again from the goalkeeper.
Adam Davies at the back, Jonah. Adam Davies standing on his own.
Asking for it.
All he's got to do, he's got his hands up and everything. Just look up before he crosses the ball.
Bradley.
No pressure on him.
Tracks Cargbo. Tug of the shirt. Here's Abadaki. Full-back stood up well. He finally got the ball in. He just whipped across the front, like you said, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper.
Do you know what, Michael
Little bit
Wilde,
of quality lacking there.
Michael Wilde is screaming at his defenders there. They're all ball watching. It's not the man who's crossing the ball that's scoring. It's the people round the back. Fortunately, it was a bad ball in that the goalie got it.
George Hughes again. Robles, Jordan Davis, Nathan Peake could be the target on the far post. Usually is. It's whipped to the far post. Great header away by Sears. Lewis. Abadaki offers him a... It's great defending again from the young left back, who's really impressed so far. Ethan Roberts, the ex-Tranmere Rovers apprentice. His pace.
He doesn't seem to get into races.
His pace. He's done it 2 or 3 times, Mal.
Yeah, he knows he's quicker, but he doesn't need to go into races because he's clever. He lets him have his first touch and then he takes the second off him.
There's Josh Locke. He'll be disappointed, but you'll see plenty of that in your career, Josh. Don't worry about it. Edwards still influencing games massively at the age of 37, Aaron Edwards. Don't think you can ever underrate a good, experienced player in a team.
No, I think he got a bit lost last season, you know, Aaron Edwards. His move to Michael Wilde, his friend from TNS days, his move to maybe a deeper role as he's got older, even though he's as fit as any of them. He can run.
And lots of responsibility.
Yeah. And he thrives on that. And he's made him feel special. Michael Wilde has made him feel special again in this league.
Caernarfon, this would be their first away defeat since the playoff final against Haverfordwest County last season. But that is still a long way off. Roberts.
Yeah, Richard Davies, Fish, the Caernarfon manager, was out 5 minutes before the players. You know, after the break there.
Said his piece.
That's all you need to do. If you got through to him, if in 1 minute, maybe you can say more in 1 minute than you can in 5. Players in dressing rooms, you know and I know, they take the first thing you tell them at half-time. They know what they're doing wrong.
Well, he may have said to his players, you're averaging 2.7 goals a game. Oh, what a ball. Is he straight offside? Interesting. It's right in front of us. He's going to get through Jordan Davis. He goes over. Is it a push?
No
or
way.
Does he tumble?
He gets a booking for this, for a dive.
Referee approaches Jordan Davis. Gives him a yellow card.
What?
Well, which way? This is a hard one to work out because he's definitely last man if you've touched him. Jordan Davis can't believe it. If it is a free kick, which is what it looks like he did, that's the reaction, which is hard to believe. But that's everybody's reaction at the moment.
Yeah, but hold on. I'm a centre forward. I do exactly the same as him. I take it across my defender. Great ball. Now, first touch is across Matty Jones. Perfect. Now then, is that a penalty? That's not enough for a penalty. I think as he shoved him.
Free kick, you think he's given outside the box?
Hold on. Now then, great touch from Jordan. Clever. Well, okay. It's a free kick.
Free kick outside the box is the answer. And the referee obviously says it's not enough. Maybe the tracking run.
Yeah, I don't think it's a red card. No,
of
no
Ryan
chance.
Sears.
You know, he's made the most of it, Jordan. Clever play.
Yeah.
But he's touched him. He hasn't pushed him, he's touched him.
He's gone over. And looking on that, Mal, we were both excited when it happened. In hindsight, the gaffer in blue could be right, you know. The ref could be right.
For a yellow.
I think
so, but it gives this lad again. I would have been more aggressive with myself there. I've got a 1v1.
Connor Roberts showing him a lot on the left-hand side there. If he can just get around Adam Davis from the angle I'm stood at the moment, he's offering him the left-hand side. Davis drives it.
Save.
If it's a save, it's a fantastic save, because that was travelling.
Yeah, but it's in the middle of the goal. You expect Connor Roberts to get a little touch onto it. Watch. Yeah, little touch. I think he got a fist to it to make sure that he gets over the bar. Jordan's gone. I would have gone your way, more skillful. Just
Definitely,
a little curler.
It looked on, didn't it?
Just a little curler. Nice and...
This game's still offering us so many different opportunities and incidents. George Hughes, Jordan Davis wants a short. He's wanted the ball all afternoon. Whipped across the front. Bounces round in the box. Decent tackle. Offside. Just staying offside, George Hughes. That could be, Mal, we talk about key moments in games. How key could that moment be?
2-0, game over. That's how important that one was. For me, as an ex-centre forward, I score that. I take the touch exactly that Jordan did, but I don't look for the foul. I go and score.
I have to agree, Mal.
Oh, it's a bit of a dodgy tackle, that one from Adam.
Jordan looks in real good form as well. I mean, he's been running every blade of grass this afternoon. Louis Robles might have just strayed offside. That's in front of us again. It'll be a tight one. Robles, back stick, touch from the full-back. Chance to put a 2-0. What a save, Connor Roberts. Dramatic couple of minutes we're witnessing here. Adam Davis, Bradley with the ball at his feet. Can he go on one of those beautiful runs? Just gives the ball away. Cargbo goes long. Robles cuts inside. Can he get a shot off? Robles just wide of the post. Is this the last 3 or 4 minutes of the 90, Mal, or is this just the first 10 minutes of the second half?
Hey, listen, just go for it. Both teams. I know there's going to be, you know, gaps open because of 10 players that could have got. But look at this. Lovely little pass forward from Cargbo. Now then, Robles, little skill. Yeah, comes inside his man. Now, I'll pass into that far corner. Doesn't get enough curl or swerve, call it what you want.
When you're pushing on, Mal, I'm looking at this game from here. Caernarfon are pushing on. They're looking to get back in the game. They're playing with 2 centre-halves at the back nearly all of the time.
But the 2 centre-halves are not marking.
That's what I'm saying. I mentioned in the first half, but what they're doing now, they're marking or unmarking an eager Jordan Davis and Louis Robles, who've got the brains of strikers who've been around for a long time in this league. They will just lose their markers.
Yeah, unless they wake up. And, you know, from a manager, you'd have told your boys at half-time you're going to go 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
You know, man for man.
Not space for space.
Man for man. Second half, if he comes wide, you come wide. If there's no one in the middle, there's no one in the middle.
Well, the last 5 minutes have backed up what we're talking about. But still, Colwyn Bay 1, Caernarfon Town 0 as the hour approaches. We've had enough action for 2 hours so far. George Hughes. Cyril
and he's
goes
still
forward.
On a knife's edge. The next goal.
It's a high line. A very high line. Connor Roberts send his defence out. Downey. Davis. Again, this is a fine tackle from Hughes, who sometimes goes under the radar, the centre midfielder.
But you know what, right? He was going to bring him down. Because it's a free kick in the middle of the pitch. You know, the dark arts that we talk about, his players were out of position. Hughes understood that as a player. He only conceded a throw.
The substitute, Sean Bradley, is the league's top assist player this season with 7. Sure, sure there's no better time for him to maybe make it 8 or 9 this afternoon. He has another 30 minutes on Tuesday evening. We'll be at Llanelli versus Cardiff Met in the JD Cymru Premier.
But you're saying, you know, quarter of an hour after he's come on, Sean Bradley's touched the ball 3 times.
Tough to get into games, Mal. You know that.
I understand that, but you've got to be screaming for it. You've got to be wanting it.
Roberts. Fires it long. Sears has won most of the first balls he's gone for. He wins a second one and gets a volley off. It's a great block by Nathan Pete. Abadaki. He's in an area where he could get a shot off. He whips it across the front. Something special needed now from the Cofis.
But they've got to keep believing. You've got to keep believing. Come on. They've got to do that while Colwyn Bay is always going to be a threat.
Here's that break again. Roberts puts into the area. Cumming brings it down. Matty Jones. Aaron Edwards. Great effort from the veteran. 2-touch Edwards. 1 touch to set it up. The half volley, but a fine save from Connor Roberts.
Just used the defender to blind the goalie, didn't he? Connor Roberts made a fine save to his right. Going into the corner, mind you. Great bit of skill. Look how quick he takes his 2-touch here. He gets the ball just from this little pass. Okay, 1. And takes it on. Oh.
It's a great effort. It's a great effort. And it's a great save, by the way. Connor Roberts has made 3 saves in the first 10 minutes or 13 minutes of the second half. He's going to be busy. His team are gambling to get 1 back. And with all his experience, I'm sure that's exactly what Connor Roberts would have wanted as well.
But what I'm liking from Michael Wilde's team, Colwyn Bay, is how they're attacking to get that second goal. They're not sitting on the 1-0.
Cheap free kick given away there. So important. Morgan Owen just makes contact with Ethan Roberts down in the corner.
Yeah, don't know what's happened to Morgan recently. I'm not, blaming him for what's happened the last few weeks. No, I'm not, because it's a team collective situation for him. But for sure, he's going in for things they can't win. That's when you've got to put the brakes on and go, oh, I'll win the second ball. I'll let him have his first, try and read that touch and nick it.
Yeah, that's what happened at the free kick. Hughes goes out to take the free kick. The rain has arrived again at Llanelli Road. Whipped across the front. Roberts collects. Free kick given against Cyril, I think. Roberts, first ball, key. If it keeps coming straight back, especially with 10 men, referee plays on. Fires it long, looking for Cumming.
It's a head collision, I think, so they've got to...
Mal, things as basic as goal kicks. If he's taking a goal kick, Connor, I think I'd rather see him make contact with Adam Davies and say, I'm not going nowhere else except you.
Come on, you're an ex-manager, you should know. Look, if you got a 6'3" centre forward, you say to your little boys, you're Sean Bradley's, you've got other players in the middle of the field. You've got to look at some of the players, Abadaki. If I'm going, Connor Roberts even should be saying, if I'm going for Davies, and he's leading the line, second balls, get near him. I'm just going to kick it up towards him. He's 6'3", he's going to win maybe his fair share. Yeah. Win the seconds if he doesn't win it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because the last 2 or 3 kicks that Connor's gone wrong, they've been 20 or 30 yards away from his 6'3" centre forward. Yeah, and I think Davis has to say to Connor, start putting it on my head so we can get seconds.
You love players who take responsibility.
Results in front of us. Britain Ferry 0, Penna-Bont 0 today. Connors Key 3, Llanelli 0. Haverfordwest 3, Flint 1, Cardiff Met 2, Bala 0, TNS 4, Barry 0, and at present Colwyn Bay 1, Caernarfon 0. I think Michael Wilde's interview before the start of the game, if any of you missed it out there, it was a great interview. He talked about any game in this league now is a challenging game. There are no
easy ones.
There is no easy. Mal, I think that is gone.
It depends. Apart from TNS, we have to be really realistic here, right? And at the start of the season, everyone thought this, thought that. Once they were knocked out of Europe, you know that they're the champions. But everyone else can be, on their day, we haven't seen the best of Caernarfon in the last few weeks, but at the start of the season, we saw the best of Caernarfon. Or have we? We'll see. Who turns up on the day is who wins the game.
Absolutely.
Haverfordwest today.
Haverfordwest, well done to Tony Pennock and company. A 3-1 win against Flint Town. They will make a comeback. Here's the goal. There's the goal. A goal scorer's goal. Louis Robles.
Do you think there, Jonah, would you have had a word with Matty Jones not clearing the ball properly?
Obviously.
Not backheeling it like that. On the far post.
I'm sure that'll be brought up.
You know, with Jordan Davis behind you, you clear the ball for a corner, surely.
Anywhere. Put it clear anywhere. Mally, there's a break in play. Shall we talk about a couple of interesting games this week? Wales go to England on Thursday evening. The big one will be the following Monday. It's a big week for Craig and company. Good luck to Craig and all the lads. Everyone's right behind you. We just fingers crossed. What can we do?
Let's hope that everyone gets through today's games of the weekend games.
Yes.
It's full squad to choose from. We know that Ampadu played last night. Rodon was brilliant. This morning against Spurs. I watched the game at home, and Rodon was unbelievable for half an hour. Ampadu in and out of the game a little bit, but both came through. So let's hope that everyone's there. Ampadu and Joe Rodon wasn't there for the last two. Now, I never got to play at Wembley. My dream was to play for Wales.
Just cut in a bit there. Sorry, Mal, to break in at that time. It'll be a 50-50 the way the refs look at this. In fact, in the end, he's cleared it. We'll come back to the Wales point again in a minute, Mal. Aaron Edwards, really enjoying himself this afternoon. What a ball. Is he onside? He looks onside. Robles. It's got clear by Roberts. Matty Jones again takes a touch in his own 6-yard box. I'd like to see him put his foot through that.
Well, you'll be panicking. And if he goes 2-0, Caernarfon will be panicking.
Jones.
Don't take no risks. No gambling.
Morgan Owen smashes it long, looking for Aberdaki. Just didn't get the angle of the long pass right. And it's still Colwyn Bay 1, Caernarfon 0. 22 minutes left of the 90. End-to-end stuff. Chances every 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, you won't need much inspiration for the England game on Thursday. Yes, no matter what Craig Bellamy's saying to the press, he will not be playing his best 11 with one eye against Belgium.
Obviously. Oh, Bradley steals it from Cargbo. Bradley, can he drive into the box? His aim will be to drive into the box, get the pass off. Free kick, edge of the box, another free kick. How many on the afternoon, Mal?
Bradley.
How many on the afternoon? Is that the 5th or 6th? And one of them's going to pay soon.
Well, look who they've got over the ball now. How many goals did we see Sean Bradley score from this kind of area? Sean makes a run here down the wing. That's the first time we've seen him with that momentum. Goes inside. Great little pass inside there. Punched it in. Yeah, what? The defender's caught wrong side.
Wrong side he is. But like you said, if you're picking the top free kick takers in the league, if he was on the bench now, and Fish would be thinking, I wish he was on there. Use your chance.
Here's his chance.
Use your chance, Sean Bradley.
Prove to me I'm going to be in the team every week. There's his stage.
4 in the wall and the doormat behind. Bradley! Oh, keeper again. Good position, the keeper. His footwork was good, as the kick came in.
4 steps across the goal.
Footwork.
How many times do I say to goalkeepers, you take an extra step, you'll make the save? How many does this young fella do now? You have a look at Brown. 3 steps he took.
Bradley drives in. Ewan Lewis stands it up. No pace on it. Matty Jones takes a touch.
Too slow.
Full-backs forward. Wingers forward. Midfielders forward. This is a game called anything goes, Mal.
Now then, might be their last share of the game here.
Are you surprised, Mal, that Matty Jones goes across to take the kick? Or would have you put Bradley on the kick? Matty Jones is swinging under the bar?
Yeah, 100%. Bradley's got to look for the pieces here.
Two hands usually means far post.
Yeah, but look, I'm looking at Sean Bradley's position here. He's on the edge of the box.
Everybody in there. It is far post. Oh, he punched off the line. Behind the goals, they want a goal, and the break's on. It's hooked clear by Cumming. Connor Roberts playing as a sweeper. That's a free kick again.
100%.
It could be a yellow this time.
Oh, here we go.
Abadaki not happy.
He's come straight through him.
Lewis Siddle gets a yellow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Michael Wilde, Abadaki gets a yellow.
That's just for his reaction, but you know, I feel sorry for Abadaki there, because have a look at the shove he gets in his back. It's just straight through him. He's off the floor, so that's why he falls to the ground. There's a little bit of afters.
Thankfully not too bad.
Ah.
Thankfully not too bad.
You see worse.
Bradley again over the ball. Matty Jones over the ball. Little bit too far from goal for a direct attempt. Can Bradley, can Jones tee up the big men? Adam Davis, can he get his 9th goal of the season? Bradley whips it, headed away.
Do you know what? I think the referee dealt with that incident very well. By giving the 2 yellow cards so quickly, defused the situation.
He defused it. Jordan Davis was the only man left in the other half at present. Connor Roberts could be looking for a contract next season playing centre half, because that's where he's playing.
Well, do you know what he could have done for TNS?
Whipped to the back post. Centre half all the way up there. Smith. Abadaki against Cagbo.
Don't forget the ball.
Throws the dummy. Whips it to the back post. The shout was on from the full-back. I think Sears should have let it go.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the Caernarfon players in the box. They're standing still. He's got to be. They've got to know they're stretching. You know, the Sears is going to be stretching for the header. He's going backwards. He's not going to have no power. And they're all standing in the box. He can't be heading it 10 yards across the box. They're going to be moving.
Mally, with 18 minutes to go, at half-time you said to me that Richard Davis has got to go in, and the biggest thing he's got to do is say to his team, go and produce for me with 10 men. Well, they're giving it a good shot.
They are. Win the second half.
Down it goes, Davis.
That's the news. Win the second half.
Still anybody's game, mate. Still anyone's game.
Win the second half, you get something from the game. That's what his message would have been, no question. Make it happen. Don't wait for it to happen.
Ethan Roberts gets it inside the Hughes. Edwards. Aaron Edwards. I think Michael Wilde just in front of us is putting his hand up and saying to his 2 midfielders now, Aaron Edwards and George Hughes. He's just stopped Aaron Edwards bombing on. Good decision for me. They've had a bit of an, you know, not the greatest last 5 minutes.
I think what he's saying to reserve your energies.
He's saying to players are 2 in front. Cyril. Good touch from Lewis Cyril.
Reserve your energies and just make the runs when you need to.
He's placed it in behind Ryan Sears with Jordan Davis on his back. Sears. Does he want a free kick? Does the ball go out? It stays in play. I think the ball needs a rest, Mal, not the players. Davis.
What's the quickest thing on the football pitch? It's the ball.
It has been this afternoon.
Keep it moving. For sure, I know that Michael Wilde's going to make a change in a second now. They're going to be bringing one of the substitutes on the pitch. One who can run with the ball, this kid.
Eunice Cagbo.
Yeah, it's his brother.
Coming on for his brother, who's put in a good performance. He's a Cagbo. It's impressive in the first period. Cagbo kept getting himself involved in the game.
Full of energy.
In almost like a right wing-back role.
Full
right
of energy.
Role.
Full of energy. And you know, when you're under pressure as a team and you've got a player that can run with the ball, he can move your team up once he's made it. You know, Jordan James does it well for Wales.
Tell you what, Mal, I'd like to see what the free kick count is this afternoon. How many times has George Hughes taken a free kick? I'll bet you he's up to easily double figures.
Take the ball with you.
Abadaki. Jamie coming again, working off the ball.
Whoa, didn't get a free kick for that one.
Hughes. Robles goes to ground. .75 minutes on the clock. A Louis Robles goal after 20 minutes. gives the home team, Colwyn Bay, a 1-0 advantage against the Caernarfon Town, a team they've played 3 times.
OK, they're not hanging on, of course, Colwyn Bay, no. But Caernarfon are giving it a go.
They are giving it a go. Every ball counts now, though. Are you passing your way through normal for them sort of areas?
No,
or are you putting it into the big man?
Yeah, I would always, for me, the left back there, Jones, he's
absolutely, Mal. Got the angle and everything.
Hit the front man. You know, I've already told the 2 other lads to make sure they're in and around him to win the second ball.
Davis out of the box as Jones puts it in the right. He's done really well to keep that in Ewan Lewis. That is tremendous. Lewis whips it in. Davis looking for Davis, edge of the box. Up Jones. Great strike! Just wide of the mark.
I thought he was in.
Just wide of the mark.
You got a better angle than me. But I just thought they was going to curl in, but he was going away from the goal. Matty Jones, it wasn't a clean hit, was it? It wasn't a clean hit. Look, he hits the floor.
Cargbo, the substitute, makes it. Chance! Oh, it's over! The first touch was Downey. The second touch was the centre-back.
It was Smith.
Dominic Smith is 2 or 3 yards out. In it comes.
Great ball from Bradley. Now the little flick there. Now then, he's 3 yards.
It's 3 yards, but it's as you said earlier on. Look, he's taken a go. He's had a go. He's a centre half. He's trying to take it first
Mark,
time.
I know, Joe,
because
score. You're an ex-centre half. I know you're saying that, but what I'm saying to you is, he took his eye off it. He's thinking about the headlines in the paper tomorrow morning. He has now thought, I've scored. You've got to score first.
I don't think he had. I got to be fair, Mal. We've been on cue all afternoon. I think for a centre half, he's just seen the lights. I think he's seen the lights, like you said. Yeah,
absolutely
seen the lights. But they're piling it on. Bradley. The second period has been, if anything, maybe lacking that touch of quality, but entertainment and drive from both teams has been brilliant.
In the box.
Jordan Davis. Will he try and take Jones up? Cargbo. Roberts with the save. Cargbo hits the bar on the second effort. And the Cofis are still clinging on at 1-0.
What a game. End-to-end stuff. But I love, Michael Wilde is still encouraging his boys to go and get another goal. Yeah, when they haven't got the ball, obviously try and lock things up. But Caernarfon are giving it a game. But Cargbo does brilliant. He's full of energy, just come on the pitch, offers himself to Jordan Davis, better angle, takes the shot on. Great save.
His second effort is good quality as well.
But
he's taken that almost waist high.
If he was just a couple of inches taller, he gets that volley and keeps it down. I'm a small, I'm only 5'8" myself, but if you get off the floor, you get your head over the ball for that second one.
Adam Davis, the amount of running he's doing now for a forward is incredible. Headed clear. Dominic Smith headed back in by George Hughes Sears. Bradley just finding pockets of space. Bradley.
Better.
Loves space, Bradley. And if he can get into the pockets, he can hurt you. Bradley. Oh, great stuff from Bradley. Gets the pass off in the end. Jones.
Oh, got to do better.
Great work from Bradley. He eventually got it off to one of his own players. Matty Jones takes on the shot. Don't keep it down, but game still very much alive at 1-0 with 11 minutes to go.
Superb running with the ball by keeping his body between the defender, always knowing that he can't get beat, can't steal the ball off him. Lays it to this man, Matty Jones. Doesn't get himself, he's going big strides to the ball. He's going to go smaller strides so that he gets all the power down through the ball. He's stretching when he takes the shot on.
Sam Downey off Ocean Ellis on. And Connor Evans will be coming on for Aberdaki. Again, Richard Davis rolling the dice. He's desperate to come away from here with a point. It's effort. If it's effort he's asked for, he's been produced it by his team.
Yeah.
Double handfuls in the second half.
Yeah, that can't be questioned.
One little bit of quality.
Well, that's the difference, Mark. It's that little bit of quality to score a goal. That moment, somebody to keep their heads, like we had the chance with Smith then.
Great ball out. They're just finding them pockets of space, like we said. Smith. Not the worst area to put it into. Ellis gets a flick. Davis in great goal-scoring form. Davis, does he get it across? He gets a corner.
Yeah.
He gets a corner.
You know what? I'm just trying to think, right, this is the Caernarfon fans getting behind the players and the goal there now. Could he, Adam Davis, have a look at the turn here, right? Once that ball comes into him, he turns. Can he shoot there? Can he shoot there? Or is it just the angle's too tight?
A little bit tight, I thought. Use Bradley. Plenty of assists from these type of corners this season. Can he produce this time? Bradley whips it across the front. The idea was right. Davis just got too much on the header. The angle was a little bit too difficult for him. A lot of pace on the ball. It's how they've scored goals this season, by the way.
Well, he's got to shape himself here to get that tiny little eyebrow flick with the power that's on the cross. He's not in a position because he's not half shaped towards the goal. So when he's pointing and facing Sean, it's going to be nearly impossible. He's just going to shape himself so you just get a tiny little flick, so then it fires across the far post and goes in.
Sears.
You wouldn't really say, Jonah, that Caernarfon have had 10 men in the second half.
Not at all. Not with their work rate off the ball. Not with their work rate trying to, put the ball in the back. And they've had the 2 best chances, maybe the 3 best chances. Yeah. Colwyn Bay have hit the bar, and Colwyn Bay are defensively looking after their 1-0 well. There's a bit of everything. And this is still a play again. Evans. So Aaron Edwards again making a headed away.
I'll stick my neck out here. Caernarfon get something out of this game? What a turning point this game could be with 10 men.
Oh, massively, Mal. Massively. I mean, you drive into training on Tuesday night on your push bike. You don't need a car. You're keen as mustard.
Yeah.
You've salvaged the point today. The atmosphere is brilliant. Great header away. Nathan Peat heads away. Same questions will be asked. Can he go short?
He couldn't wait to get there.
Sears plays it in. Lewis, does he get a corner? Don't get a corner, but it comes back to him. Ewan Lewis. Ball bouncing around in the box. Hook clear. It'll go back as far as Matty Jones. He'll have to keep Connor Roberts in the game here.
Come on in.
Jordan Davis still prowling. Still prowling on that halfway line, Mal. Looking for that one chance.
He was pretending there, right, to tell him Matty Jones, take a quick throw then he'd have won the race.
Superb play from the young substitute. Handball not given. Free kick's been given further up the field, and Bradley will go across to take it.
Chance to throw this in again.
Morgan Owen, in fact, is going to take the kick. Matty Jones stays. I mean, I could see 5 people outside the box here. You just got to throw them all in now, Mal. You're down to last 10 minutes stuff. Great ball across. Smith. Little bit of a push in front. Maybe went down a bit too easily. The replay might show a hand on his back, not a push.
He's just made the most. He's been a bit dramatic, that's all. Have a look. There's a little push.
There's a push.
Yeah, there's no question.
Yeah.
If he didn't fall down as dramatic,
yes, he may have got something. Yeah.
If he, I understand. My defender's behind me, but if he wants me, I'm going to head this in until he pushes me. But he's gone down a little bit.
Absolutely. Bradley. Gets it back. Matty Jones. Superb play again from the young substitute Ellis. Morgan Owen, can he get out of his feet? Can he stand up to the back post? Adam Davis will be waiting. Nathan Peat starting to show his quality. He's had to deal with a few crosses in the last 5 or 6 minutes, and he's dealt with them. Aaron Edwards covered every blade of grass for the 37-year-old. Owen. Oh, what a ball that is, by the way. Keeps it in play.
Yeah, the substitute got to do something here. Well done.
Looks like he's worked the space to get it in. Sears on the edge of the box. Bradley, it'll be a free kick again. It'll be a yellow card this time.
I think is it Aaron?
It looks like Edwards. He's made 2 or 3 of them on the edge of the box. Aaron Edwards will tell you how much effort Caernarfon have put in, because he's run his absolute socks off. He is gasping for breath.
He is the fittest. He's a little bit unfortunate. Sure, Bradley's bought that one a little bit, but it doesn't matter for Caernarfon, of course. But Aaron gets a yellow. Yeah, he is the fittest player at 37 in the league still. Do you know that?
Mal, this could be... We've had some key points this afternoon.
Oh, hey.
Plenty.
This is a moment.
We've had some battles, and that man has stayed on top so far. The goalkeeper, Alex Brown, is clean sheet. Does it stay intact, or does Bradley rescue a point for the Cofis?
Could this be his moment?
Matty Jones or Bradley?
Bradley all day.
Bradley. The wall is tremendous. Opted not to go round the wall, opted to try and go over the top. He can do it. He did it for Wales C against England 2 years ago. Roberts.
He's been everywhere. Aaron Edwards wins the header. I heard him shouting from, and I've got my ear.
That is a tremendous header in the wall. An absolutely tremendous defensive header. If you're setting up walls and your players put their bodies on the line like that, that wins you points.
Of course it does. It's as good as a save on the line.
Nathan Peat again winning the header. Bradley driving forward. Morgan Owen, can he tee it up? Can he get the diag? He settles for the long throw. Superb touch by the left back. Too keen. Ryan Sears just too keen then.
He was, but the last thing was to take the
Ryan Sears,
wind,
by the way.
Just to take the wind out of their
It
sails.
was Johan Lewis. Just keen to get it back.
I know he is, but a little bit too keen, and that takes the wind out of Caernarfon's sails a little bit. Colwyn Bay are hanging on. And he'll be frustrated, but he won't be.
Well, we've
as
been
disappointed in the second half.
We've been doing the commentating game, the pair of us, for quite a while. I don't think I've seen many more exciting 1-0 victories than the one we're looking at this afternoon.
But all
it's been a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and all I can say, I can only give you credit, as much credit as I would have paid to come and watch. We're very fortunate we did.
Absolutely. Bradley trying to drag his team back in. That just goes to show Louis Robles making a 50-50.
Talk about two teams fully committed to the fight. You think that this is for the
has to be won by Davis. Hughes has gone up seconds, we'll say. Hughes, the poacher waiting, the goalkeeper sweeping, calmly, coolly sets up the fullback. Can he switch play? Matty Jones waiting for it to be switched. Colwyn Bay have dropped right off. It has to go in. He has to open his body up. Davis asking for it on the far post. Takes another touch. Not the worst cross in the world. Davis gets a header.
Well,
added time, Mal.
I know, I just can't understand.
You're the fourth official. What are you giving us? 4?
Yeah.
There's been plenty of free kicks, haven't there, and stops in play.
4 minutes at least.
Michael Wilde looking on. He looks the calmest man in the world down there.
Yeah, as a manager. When he was a player, he was another animal on the pitch.
Yes.
He was an aggressive centre forward who scored goals, but he had that instinct and that quality to score.
Absolutely. Still competing. Ewan Lewis, 5 minutes added. Davis. The Cofis have dug in and really tried to fight their way back in the game, but they're still a goal behind.
Nathan Peters caught Adam Davies here.
The man of the match award, Mal, obviously usually comes from the Welsh, but as you're guesting for us, surely we have to have a man of the match award from you, if you wouldn't mind.
You know what? I've got to pick the oldest and the youngest. I've got to pick Brown for how he's courageous.
Who's been
saves,
excellent.
And Aaron.
And Aaron. We'll give him a joint award. It's still on. Hook clear by Nathan Pete.
I don't think Brown's old enough to drink champagne. So Aaron can have it. Well, he is. He's 19.
Tell you what, Mal, the last 5 or 6 minutes when the going's getting really tough, Nathan Pete has produced with some great defensive headers. And, it's a little bit of a foul. It's a great foul, by the way, by Smith.
Yeah, but he's Pete again. Pete's trying to get his body behind there. But you need the leaders to stick out. Your Aaron Edwards, your Pete to the back.
And he has.
Your backbone. Your backbone in the team there.
91 minutes, 3.5 minutes left. He's a Cargbo, gets the Man of the Match award. Said he was impressive in the first half.
Full of energy.
Full of energy. I tend to agree with you, and I most probably go for the veteran. Aaron Edwards has been involved in almost every incident.
But I just like the way, that Alex Brown, the goalkeeper, 19, on loan from Chester, played every minute of every game since he's come here. Caernarfon put him under pressure. First 10 minutes, they've called us. The 3 of them came in. He came out, he punched one.
Early doors.
Yeah. The way he's come through that, made his couple of saves.
Have they rode their luck a little bit in the second period? Are they going to get the 3-point? Are they going to get their first victory for Colwyn Bay against Caernarfon Town?
It was only 2 months ago that Caernarfon beat him in the League Cup. 3-0.
Long ball. Davis being handled by Cyril. Bit of communication needed there. Edwards, surely, experience says he'll go down in the corner. And it's not the greatest of ball. Owen. One chance maybe. Davis, can he get there? It's overhit. It should run out. It's staying in,
Still
so the
well,
goalkeeper
Davis.
will most probably have to put out the play. He does put out the play. Everyone forward. Last chance saloon. 2 minutes left on the clock.
You asked me who was the person I played with who had the longest long throw. You know him very well. Andy Legg.
Yeah, brilliant. Flat and Miles. Morgan Owen tries to replicate it. It's headed away. For seconds is picked up by Ellis again. It's a great ball in. First touch. Jordan Davis asks for it. George Hughes sends him long. Matty Jones, you want a free kick. Doesn't get it. Jamie coming. Has to be putting out a bit further down the pitch because
absolutely.
Hughes gets the flick.
Give him a chance to get the ball forward.
Substitutes get it. Connor Evans. There's bodies in the box. There's 6 or 7 in the box waiting for the delivery. Evans. Corner or goal kick. Goal kick given. Big decision, that one.
There was no more. He lost his touch.
Maybe should have put it in.
He had half a yard. Have a look at this. He changed his pace. There, get it in. You know what? He's invited to tackle. So he's gone down looking for it.
But with 30 seconds left on the clock, Mal, there will never be a game when both teams will be happy. But I'll tell you what,
fresh air. Both teams going for it.
Yes.
Okay, the goal opened it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, after that, Colwyn Bay didn't rest on their laurels. No. They went for another goal. Caernarfon rolled their sleeves up and had a goal.
There has to have been. It's a game with at most probably 10 half chances per team. And that's a lot, in football nowadays.
It's one of them games that's put you on the edge of this seat.
Robles, will he take it early? Robles, with all his experience, will drive down in the corner. The key is not to give a free kick away. Robles. Goal kick. The game looks over. The referee, who's had a decent game, Aaron Wynne-Jones, looks like blowing the final whistle. Connor Roberts goes long. A Louis Robles goal. Looks like giving the Seagulls the 3 points. It's headed out of play. And Louis Robles' goal in the first period does give the Seagulls a hard-earned 3 points against a brave 10-man Caernarfon Town, especially in the second period. There has to be a winner, there has to be a loser. But hats off to the two teams. Hats off to Malcolm Allen. Thank you very much, Malcolm.
Jonah, it's always a pleasure, mate, and it's been emotional today.
Fantastic game. Final score, Colwyn Bay 1, Caernarfon Town 0. Look out for the highlights in midweek on Scorio.
Saturday 11th, and Colwyn Bay versus Cardiff Met here in Victoria. The kick-off was at 2:30. Thank you once again to both teams. Thank you for the fans. A fantastic Saturday.
Nick, diolch yn fawr iawn. I'm joined by Colwyn Bay manager Mike Wilde. Big win, Mike. That feels like a big result.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm absolutely made up for the lads. We made hard work of it in the second half. We certainly did. But again, there's other games that we've played, probably played better as well. But we haven't got the rewards, and today we've got the rewards. We've got 3 points, and that's the main thing.
Bit of a fight back. You could have been out of sight. Their goalkeeper had a stormer.
A little bit of a story of our season at the moment, I think, on that one. You know, we're coming across some very good goalkeepers, or we're not taking our chances. We'll have to have a little look at it. If we're more clinical in the final third, then again we could be out of sight a little bit sooner than we were.
What did you make of the game in general? Because they came flying out of the traps. How did you turn it around to get on top in that game, do you think?
Games always take sometimes 10-15 minutes to settle down. The previous two games we played, we were the ones in the upper hand, and we haven't took advantage of that. So this time it was a little bit different. We took 15 minutes to settle down. Then in the end we got our goal, and I thought we dug in the second half. It was really tough in the second half. You know, Caernarfon are a very good, experienced team with really good individuals. Just made up for our lads because we thoroughly deserved that today.
You mentioned experience. You brought some experienced heads in as well. How important were they out there?
Yeah, they all were. And you know, some young lads are still learning. We brought lads from Tier 2 up, and it's their first time as well. Some of them didn't get on the pitch today, but they're learning every single week off these lads that are really experienced.
I know it's early, you just got in the top 6 as well. That must be a nice sight for you in the table.
Do you know what? I'm still not looking at the table. You know, I think I said before the game, there's teams pinching points off everybody. We've just got to concentrate on ourselves. We've got 2 more massive games coming up in this next week now.
Yeah, and the fans are buzzing, the fans are bouncing. Great atmosphere, great night.
It is, and I'm made up for them also as well, because you know they've seen the past 3 games, and they've seen us possibly drop points when we shouldn't have done. And now I'm just made up we can have all 3 points for them.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.
Nos o'n wych fan hyn, y Mike Colwyn. Gen i fwy o ymateb yn y man ar ôl ni edrych ar y canlyniadau. Mae'r patrwm o'r tîm y cartre yn ennill wedi parhau prynhawn 'ma. bai Colwyn sydd wedi sicrhau hynny o gol I ddim. Digon wedi bod yn digwydd. Fuddugoliaethau pwysig iawn o ran Holford sy'n cael amser anodd lawr yn y gwylodion hefyd. Met yn parhau da'i rhediad da. Felly fel na mae pethau wedi bod penwythnos yma yn uwch gyngrau'r Cymru. Ni'n cael cwmni un o ser bai Colwyn nesa. Eiron Edwards gyda ni am fuddugoliaeth. Pa mor anodd oedd hwnna, Eiron?
Na, mae'n rhoi ni dan lot o pwysau yn y ail hanner fyna efo 10 dyn. So pob camp I nhw, ond mae'n buddugoliaeth mawr I ni I cael y 3 pwynt efo'r perfformiadau sydd wedi bod yn dda. A jyst ddim yn cael y pwyntiau, ond heddiw, yn llawn heiddi, dwi'n meddwl.
Ie, mae'n teimlo fel canlyniad, bydd pobl yn gweld y canlyniad na a dal sylw yn sydyn. Pa waniaeth mae hwnna'n neud I chi fel tîm?
Ie, mae pawb yn pigo buddugoliaethau yn erbyn pawb. Ti'n gallu deud, predicio sgoriau. So, da ni'n mor hapus I cael, mae dim bach o pwysau oddi ar ni rwan, ond da ni'n gorfod mynd i'r gêm dim awth a efo'r un frame of mind.
O ti'n nghanol un digwyddiad, y carden coch na, oedd edrych yn boenus, oedd e'n beryglis ben ystod cyfan?
Ie, dwi'n meddwl dwi angen stitches ar ond mae ddim yn chwaraewr fel o'na, so mae'n pêl-droed, mae'n digwydd, dwi wedi cael lot o heina o blaen, so mae'n iawn.
Ti wedi dod mewn i'r tîm yma, dod o profio mewn i'r tîm yma, lot o newidiadau. Be wneud ti o bai Colwyn? Ti wedi chwarae yn y gyngor yma, ti'n gwybod beth sydd angen I gystadlu yn y gyngor yma. Beth sydd yn dda am y tîm yma?
Dwi wedi chwarae efo Danny a Wilde am blynyddoedd. Dwi'n gwybod beth maen nhw eisiau mewn chwaraewyr a efo hogiau ifanc da hefyd. So, job fi I helpu nhw a gobeithio dwi'n neud o hefyd. So.
Bendant neud o heno. Eiron, diolch o galon am y sgwrs. Hyfryd siarad y ti. Eiron Edwards gyda ni fan hyn. Bai Colwyn yn hapus. Dyma pam di ennill a codi i'r hanner uchan I hanner ffordd trwy'r rhan gyntaf y tymor, fel allwch chi weld. 11 o gemau di mynd i'r rhan fwyaf y glybiau, dim pawb wrth gwrs, ond bai Colwyn yn yr hanner ucha. Caernarfon dal yno yn y 3 ucha, yn cyfnod bach anodd o ran canlyniadau nawr. Mae rheolwr Richard Davies yn ymuno gyda ni. Be wneud I o'r gêm yna, Richard? Oedd hi'n dangos cymeriad, mae rhaid cyfaddu ddod nôl, ond ddim coet yn ddigon heno.
Na, siwmedig I fi result, ond allai'm gofyn mwy o hogia fi. Rhywun dwi'n meddwl gwachod y gêm, sa'ch chi'n meddwl nhw oedd efo 10 dim ni. A mae'n clod I hogia fi efo bob dim yn droed. Da ni wedi gadael cwpl o chances allan na, a maen nhw wedi sgorio first half na lle da ni wedi gadael I yn fler. Dwi'n meddwl rhaid yn mwy stopio yna, ond heno allai'm bod mwy prowd na hogia fi. Allai'm gofyn mwy.
Rhediad anodd ar un o bryd, colli 3 nawr allan o beder. Yw hwnna'n poeni chi?
Na, dwi'n poeni ni. Mae gen I hogia sydd fa anodiadau, a wedyn da ni'n gorfod trio newid pethau gwmpas, ond dwi'n gwybod beth sgynna yn dressing room na, a maen nhw wedi dangos y cymeriad o fanna heddiw. Yn anffodus o'r chdi result sy'n mynd ffordd ni ar y funud, ond da ni lwcus, da ni wedi rhoi y pwyntiau na ar y bwr yn barod. A ia, ymlaen i'r her nesaf.
Cerdyn coch, unrhyw gwyno am hynny?
Dwi wedi gweld ti'n ôl yn hyn, dwi'n meddwl bod ti'n bersonol, ond oedd o weld yn gallu gwytsiad I roi y penderfydau iddyn nhw heno, ond ia, mae hwnna mater arall.
Ni wedi cael enghraifft arall am hynny, pa mor gystadleuol yw'r gyngor yma, tîm fel bai Colwyn newydd ddod I fyny. Fi'n gwybod mae'n cliché, ond dwi'n teimlo fel lot o gemau hawdd ar hyn o bryd.
Dos a mae wedi bod fel ar I oed, dwi'n meddwl, ond mwy'r yma mae'n teimlo mwy na ar I oed. So, fath o dweud, da ni lwcus, da ni wedi rhoi y pwyntau ar y bwr. Nawr ni ddal gyrwain fod yn positif. Mae gen I wsos anodd eto wan yn TNS nos fawth, a wedyn Barry Dysadwn, ond dwi'n gwybod bod gyda'r belief dal gyda ni'n dressing room na, a wedyn jyst cymryd 1 gem ar tro.
Gwy'n fel arfer, diolch o galon am yr ymateb. Richard Davies gyda ni, rheolwr Caernarfon, ar ôl y gêm fan hyn, Mae Colwyn, a dyma sydd I ddod. Ni'n troi at y gemau rhyngwladol, jyst Lloegr y Gwlad Belg o fe, dim fi llawer, wythnos yma. Ni'n mynd I Wembley, nos Iau, yn fyw ar S4C Cymru, yn cwrdd a Lloegr, gêm gyfeillgar, yw I, wedyn Gwlad Belg, nos Lŷn, na'r gêm fawr o ran y daith I gwpan y byd, eich bwyntiau nos Lŷn, a gêm nos Fawrth. Llanelli yn cwrdd â Met Caerdydd gyda llawn I wrth yn bodd yn cael y cefnogwyr yma ar awyrgylch, ond ni yn deall bod a'r chydig o drafferth I bod ar ôl y gêm, felly'n amlwg ddim eisiau gweld hynny. Fan hyn, bach o flas cas ar y diwedd. Mae wedi bod yn noson a hanner I bai Colwyn. Maen nhw'n dathlu buddugoliaeth. Diolch am eich cwmni. Wel, yn eich chi cyn fwy hir.